How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I hope you are all doing well. It's not too warm where you are. You've all got some snacks ready. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what it is all about. But without further ado, let's just jump into it. So, welcome to episode 13 of the Chronicles of Azoria. I'll unmute myself on Discord. Just as usual, a few quick shout outs. Firstly, make sure you go follow at Azorianpost on Twitter for all the updates. Find out where episodes are, when we're going live, funny highlights and more. If you're not able to watch live all the time, all of our episodes are available on VOD the day after airing and are accessible both on Twitch and YouTube. Special thanks to Antti, Martikainen and Michael Ghelfi for providing their music for Twitch streamers. Make sure you go check out their stuff. Links are in the chat or will be soon. So we can focus more on the game and the roleplay. We won't be reading chat throughout the cast. However, please feel free to follow each of the cast members on Twitch and Twitter. Their links will also be in the chat and are in the description. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to answer any questions in their own spaces. Talking D&D generalness. So, with all those quick shout-outs out of the way, let's jump into what happened last time. So, if you all remember, and I'll take you back, the group discussed multiple options of what to do next. They decided to stay with Petra's circle in the Underdark to see if they can explore this alien-like place a little further. And very little is known about the Underdark, so Karaya was also making documents and taking notes to see if you could sell that information to future libraries and scholars. Finding further caverns of underground forestry and rivers, the group came to a smaller cavern made of pure crystals. Successfully taking a shard, they pressed on further until an elder in the circle recognized the area and that it was highly dangerous due to some local residents of dark dwarf-like humanoids. The circle sent some scouts ahead, but unfortunately they did not return. And after a coin toss moment, they decided to go back and attempt to traverse the path that the worm-like entity that you thought previously had carved out. After a few days following the path back and just going down this deep dark tunnel ever further into the Underdark, Karaya decided it was her turn to touch the crystal. It granted her a vision of her childhood growing up, also a red crystal with an egg inside it burning brightly. As that happened, Aki started hearing sinister voices. The same two voices from his vision. He lost control of his arm in an unnatural way, which forced him to touch the crystal. And after giving in an offering, the vision warned him that they were going to be attacked. Numerous shade-like entities that the group had fought before locked in on the group's position and came out of the very wall that they were traversing in this tunnel, draining away the very life force from the group. And after a hard-turn battle, the good use of turn undead, the group managed to split apart the shades and turn the tides of the battle. So, that is exactly where we pick up today. So,
scary times.
You are literally heavy breathing, tired, life drained out of you, fatigued. Some of you have black kind of ichor pouring from your eyes as these beings, when they attacked you, went straight through you and left some of their presence inside of you. And you wudge it away and it's like black soot as it smudges across. Luckily, the crystal mid-fight did get put back into the bag of holding. But you're all breathless, tired. And what would you like to do next?
Sorry, did we ended off with resting, right? We would have already rested, I think.
So you were just out of the combat and that's where we left it. So you can choose to rest now if you'd like to. I think I might have just said take a short rest. I don't know if you tick that off, but
I would never take a short rest.
Yeah. But you're still, even after that short rest, you're still kind of drained and everything like that.
So it's safe to say that it's best not to take that thing out again.
No, I don't hear.
That crystal comes out.
Or perhaps we should be more prepared. Obviously, as each time they attacked, I felt weaker. Perhaps we should look into some strength potions when we get back to the surface. Assuming they're going to attack us again at some point. Like, they're not all gone. Rune chased half of them away, so...
I'm sure they're around somewhere.
Can your god not give us the strength to push forward?
I mean, give you the courage to step forward, but the actions we take are our own. I mean, like you said, it seems like every time we take the crystal out of the bag, something comes after us.
Maybe we set a trap.
I can't remember, did the bony thing attack us last time when we took the crystal out? Was the crystal in the bag? I believe crystal was in the bag.
Roll me an intelligence check, see if you can remember. Not a super high DC.
I'm not super smart.
Should have taken the keen mind feat, friend.
Let's take
9!
this to the test.
It wasn't terribly high DC. No, it attacked you just as you were going to sleep, but no one took out the bag at that point. Although you did take out the crystal, I believe, within that week time frame beforehand. So who knows?
You know. DM, you know.
I know everything. Jokes. I don't prepare. Nah, I do prepare. I was gonna make it really simple.
The joke is that Apollo doesn't even know.
You think I have notes?
You'll see blank pages.
I'm totally in control. I know what's going on.
It's like my favorite thing to be a DM. I'm just side noting. It's like everything to be a DM, and everybody thinks things are intentional, and you're like, "Fuck, I don't remember what happened."
Like, what the hell did I plan for?
But yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, this is totally intentional. Yes, people.
Yeah, of course.
It's a theater of the mind.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Were any of the mushroom people taken out, or they held their own?
No, they hold their own. They were only battling like one or two of the creatures. Some of them were injured in the fight, especially some of the ones that came to rush out and help you guys. But they seem to already be in the process of healing themselves through their own magical means. So.
All right, well, I don't think we should just sit here in this tunnel. We should probably push forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
like
would agree
being
with
on the
that.
ground anymore. I want to get
What
out.
was that, Akis?
I don't like being on the ground anymore.
Hmm.
There's not enough room to move around down here.
Pretty
Yeah.
corridor spaces.
You're literally in
Yeah.
about a 10, 15 foot cylindrical tunnel from this worm, and you've been in so for about 2 days. It's hard to judge the time frame. But your guess it's been about 48 hours. Not really any reference to time down here, unfortunately. But yeah, they are getting, after a good short rest of about 2 hours or so, they're getting ready to move on and carry on further down. Are you guys staying behind them and letting them lead the way, or do you want to guys be up front, or how is the marching order?
I'd want to be near the front.
I would want to be in the front in case any hostiles come to ambush them. Or they
In the
come
middle.
on any end. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm squishy.
are you going to mingle with the Myconids, Elia?
Sure, why not? Sure, why
That's
not?
pretty good because she can talk with them, right? So
Yeah.
if
you cast
whatever this spell is.
Yeah, I think it's
Comprehend
ritual
languages.
cast, but you can cast that anytime you want, and it'll stop and wait for you if you need to. But Crier will tag along with you, Velia. Whoever is right at the front, you can roll me a survival check.
Velia, can you ask if they how their vision is in the dark? Like,
Yeah, let me ask him that. Hey, little things.
So you cast comprehend languages? Not comprehend
Yep, did I do
languages.
that? What's the spell that I
Memory
have? Let's
fart.
check. Sorry?
Memory fart. what's this called? It's not comprehend languages, is it?
It's I have comprehend languages is what I have, and that is all.
I always thought that was the written version, or is that must be the speaking version? I'm just having a brain
That's the
fart,
speaking
guys.
version.
Yeah.
So comprehend
So-
languages I can understand a little bit
Yeah.
of any spoken or written.
Oh, okay. It's all in one in 5e. Who would know?
Yeah,
That's the
it's all
problem when
in
you mix up your editions.
So I'm
you-
gonna cast that ritual cast it. So
Ritual
we'll
cast it.
I'll be casting it.
Yeah, so
Um,
as you're gathering the things and everyone's getting up from the short rest, I'll say you can cast that and you don't hinder or slow down the group too much. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
And sorry, what did you ask?
I'm gonna ask them like, how good is your vision down here? Little tiny things.
Pitra. I'll just assume it's talking to Pitra.
Mhm.
It's good. I assume just as good as a few of you. I can see about 80 feet into the darkness before.
And I can see about 60 feet because I'm an elf.
Okay.
So
1 second.
uh-huh.
A wild madam had appeared.
Sorry. Karen.
Married life is great. It's good.
Not yet.
Not yet. Soon, Tian.
Soon.
Anyways, so yeah, I'll tell that to you, Magna. I'll be like, yeah, they can see 20 feet further than us. We should put one of them at the front. Like, I'll be discreet about it though.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll take up the back of the group here just in case something approaches us from behind.
Good to know.
I'll stay at the front as well because I can see up to 120 feet in darkness in front of me.
Okay,
So
yeah,
just-
you've probably got the furthest range.
Yeah, you should be at the front.
What's that?
I said he should be at the front.
So I'll say Akis, Rune, and Pitra at the front, Bromir at the back, Reilly and Cryer in the middle amongst the Myconid group. There's about 30 or so of them, so there's a lot of them, but you notice they don't really make much noise when they're moving apart. Like Rune, on the other hand, is like shing, 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 bits of chainmail still dropping off and littering the floor behind him from the erosion armor.
Yeah.
But yeah, you carry on. The survival was more of a just checking ahead, but Akis can do that as well. There's not really too much difference in the track. You do notice that there is some like from the carved elements from the worm, occasionally you'll come to like an opening, but it just more looks like more caving where it might have been a tunnel access. The worms kind of pushed through and filled the area with dirt. And you push through for what seems to be another 15 or so hours until you start seeing the faintest light about 120 feet ahead of you coming through like a shard-like crack in the wall, which vaguely reminds you of the time where you were in the quarry and you saw the light from the crystal shining through that crack down in the depths of the well of the quarry. So
Do we
you
still
notice
feel
this
like
first.
we're on an incline?
Yeah, you've been like going down this entire time pretty much.
Down. Okay.
So yeah, it does sometimes go up, but most of the time you're like going downwards, but like a gradual slope. So Keish, you notice this light first, and everyone's still kind of walking slowly at this moment.
I'm not going to say anything just yet. I'm going to wait till people pick it up.
Okay, Petra sees it, and she turns around, doesn't say anything, but communicates telepathically to her circle, and then obviously the rest of you, this kind of soft glow drifts into the cavernous space.
I don't think we should go towards that. We should keep moving.
Sorry, this is
Is it a dead end in front of us, or
No,
is
the
this just like an
tunnel
area
cabin's
wall?
on, but imagine like
Yeah.
just a crack in the side of the tunnel wall. There's like an opening, so to speak, and some sort of light is coming through. About 80 feet away from you, well, 60 feet if you're seeing it.
Yeah. I want to see if I can see through it, see if I can see anything on the other side.
Yeah, so you
Or is
all
it ju- or is it
gradually
just a crack?
approach. Imagine like a window, like you're in a tunnel and it's like a window height crack that's probably about 15 feet long and in various diameters. And as you get up to it, you have to kind of like stand on your tiptoes almost to kind of get a good look through it, and you can see that it opens up into another massive underground cavern. And what you see before you is actually, you see that there's more of the forest-like entities and mushrooms and things like that, and that's what's creating this fluorescent glow. So it's like this kind of sub-tunnel has been carved out right next to an opening in the tunnel. You can all roll me a perception check, whoever's looking through the entrance.
For a tall person. Hey, that's a number.
17, 18, 19, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
23.
23. Akis?
I wasn't looking.
You're not looking. Velia, are you looking?
No, I'm consumed with mushrooms.
Hell yeah.
The trip.
You watching the other way
No,
down the tunnel.
she's just like studying them, like, I'm kind of like lost in thought, you know?
So both of you do see that it opens up vast amounts. You can see like probably 2-3 miles into the distance, and you see what is the reminiscence of like it litters the, like it goes further down by like miles, and what you're kind of in is like a tunnel that's in the side of the wall, again reminiscent of the temple like area where you climbed through the gap and you had all the entities, and you instinctively like poke your head through and look up, but you don't see any creatures of the sort, just this kind of fauna that's littering the basin. However, in the distance you do see that there is like stone archways carved, but it's black on black. It's really far in the distance, but you guys rolled really high. It's almost like someone's down here has carved a bridge and a structure made out of stone, but it's just black on black in the distance, and the only kind of light you've got is this fauna that's going underneath it. But like, it's huge, essentially, this cavern.
I can't really tell from here, but I'm curious to get a closer look at that stonework. Do you guys want to push through? Is this and Velia, maybe you can ask Pitra and friends. Is this sort of an area where they would set up camp, or do they want to push on?
I'll look at them and I'll be like, is this somewhere where you would go to sleep and chill and hang out?
So you ritual cast it again. So 10 minutes passes. Just right? Oh, yeah, we know this.
It actually lasts an hour.
Oh, it lasts an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a couple of hours at this point.
Okay.
That's good to know. She says, we know this place. It can be quite dangerous, but we've lived here for a little bit. It's a citadel almost. I don't know if you're familiar with the word. The how would you call them? I think you might call them the Drow. You can
Is
all
my
roll me a
character familiar with
knowledge.
this? Yeah, okay.
I would say you can roll me a knowledge history. Everyone else could roll me a knowledge history at disadvantage. But Velia's, you'll just be.
I got a
straight
natural
roll.
20, so 26.
Hell yeah!
First nat 20 of the game, first
Nice.
roll of the game. Let's go.
I got a 3.
Yeah.
So
Makes
you
perfect
do.
sense.
So Vila, you know instantly that Drow are dark elves. Essentially, you know them because there's a settlement of them to the north of Tristram in the Winter Zone, and they're not all bad, so to speak, but they are not all good either. They're kind of, in my universe, so to speak, they are morally grey. They'll only do things that benefit themselves, that kind of type, but they always lean to more the chaotic path. Except the ones that are down in the depths of the Underdark, and you it's all coming back to you from reading of your childhood. The ones in the Underdark are vicious, tribalistic in their old natural ways, They enslave and capture any races that they find, myconids, dwarves, anything that they can find. They enslave them and put them to work, essentially making their citadel bigger, mining out gems, whatever they are ongoing. They usually have. They're basically nasty folk. However, Pitra starts to explain that because the forest floor is so vast and dense down here, myconids can hide quite easily, and they can avoid the drow. However, you guys might have a little bit more of a problem if we do run into any drow patrols. This is one of their kind of citadel places.
Solution if we want to rest here. I am roughly the same body type as a drow, being as I'm a wood elf. I have disguised self. If you guys can all just loosely tie rope around your wrists, I can say that you are my troop of slaves that I found, and that I'm taking you wherever I'm supposed to take you, and try to
Or
bluff
we
through
could
it.
not stop and keep moving.
That's an option. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. Good roleplay opportunity, you know?
Pitra also says we're probably going to try and make this hole bigger and go down here since we know the area. We don't really know where else this tunnel might lead. And from here we can find our way going forward. It's one of those choices. It's all on you guys if you want to go with them into this part or try and see you can push down further into the tunnel expanse.
I'm liking the sound of getting out of this tiny little tunnel, I'll be honest.
You've been in this tunnel now for like the better part of 3 days.
Oh yeah, it's kind of closing in on us, huh?
Yeah.
Like in our minds, like, ooh.
Plus those things coming through the walls.
I'm also happy to keep going, but if we do run into any drow, plan stands. Got it, guys?
She also says to you that this citadel is called Zisharaz. That's what the drow refer to it as.
Zisharaz.
Which loosely translates into the Citadel of the Mistress. And I'll let you
Got
roll another knowledge history. Actually, it'd be more of a knowledge religion.
Okay, here we go. 23, dirty.
So yeah, let me pull some stuff off here.
Can you say the name of the temple again?
While you're doing that, I'm just going to ask Vida, can you show me what these drow look like, just so future reference? You said you can disguise yourself.
Yeah, I can do that. But it would cost a spell action, so I don't know if it's worthy for doing it right now.
Maybe later then. Just.
But what I can do is, hang on, wait for it. Let's see what I got. There's a minor illusion that won't let me that will not let me put this image in your. Actually, I can create an object as long as it's smaller than 5 feet. A cube.
Yeah, you can create a mini drow, like a mini drow.
I'll create a mini drow. Yeah, I'll cast like a mini drow, and it's like the size of my hand, and you can kind of look at it like a D&D token.
Yeah.
They don't seem like much of a threat. You just step on them.
I'm gonna practice disguising myself as one of those things that she's shown me, like rough same height. I'm just gonna try and disguise myself as a drow. What I think a drow looks like.
Is this what you guys are worried about? It's tiny.
So they're my size. First of all, they're my size. This is
Okay.
miniature. Yeah, normally I'd be the one in your position, so I understand. I have a lot of empathy for you right now. But yeah, they're my size. They also have magic, like lots of it, like a disgusting amount of magic.
Stronger than you?
Sorry?
Stronger than you? Do they have your kind of magic, or?
Sometimes it's different. Sometimes it's stronger. Sometimes it's weaker. It all depends on the individual, just as it does the individual elf. But they tend to use it maybe with different intent than I would.
So when she says it's loosely translated to the Citadel of the Mistress, that sparks something in your brain from one of your books, and you've read up about a deity called Lolth, the Queen of Spiders, like a goddess of the drow, so to speak, where it's a spider-like entity with like a drow-like body protruding from it. And a lot of the drow, not near you, the drow near you worship something a little bit more normal, like not normal, but like normal to your
Less
kind.
evil.
Yeah, less evil. But down here, a lot of the drow do worship Lolth, which is the queen of spiders.
Can I get like some information about like how they would make the greeting for another worshipper of this or anything like that?
With that, it'd be much of a push. I don't think you would have any specific material on that.
Okay.
You would know from your previous issue, they're very strict, straight to the point, firm, aggressive, that kind of personality type, rather than they wouldn't just bat around the bush, ask questions, be all like, hi. They'd be like, you do this now, like firm. I think that's pretty much to the extent you would know. You also know that females in this society are more highly regarded than males in drow society.
Yeah.
So, there's that too.
Cool. Got it. Okay.
The
Taking my
only
notes
issue
down.
is you probably wouldn't know what kind of style of armor they would wear or anything like that unless you actually saw one, especially from an Underdark perspective. So while you can change your appearance into one, you might not be able to change the style of armor or anything like that. So it's up to you guys to try and describe to me now what kind of armor you're going into if you are casting any illusionary magic.
I would actually probably keep my wizard robes, like honestly, and come across as a caster of the drow sort, because if
You're
they
wearing
commented
pink,
on
right?
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna take them to black, like they'd be black.
Cool.
But like I'd keep the same style. I would just change their color to black. And when I change into a drow, if I have to change into a drow, my hair would go black, my skin would go darker, like a dark purple, and my eyes would also go dark.
Okay.
I'll just be wearing the same generic armor.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So the Mike can start like slowly working out the gap and taking out loose stones and making it bigger, essentially, so they can fit their bodies through.
So, I don't know. They've said that they're going to make the hole bigger at this point.
No,
I just see them start doing this.
Yeah, you do.
So I laugh. I pull out my pickaxe and I push them off to the side, and I just start going ahead.
They immediately like try and get in the way of the pickaxe, like, and look worried. But they have like all fungal expressions, so you're like, why are they stopping me? Why are they getting in my way? And
this is my jam.
Pitra says, would you ever tell Bromia that they need to be quiet? There could be drow patrols anywhere.
Is there another worm?
You need to be quiet. There might be drow patrols nearby.
Well, sure, but quicker we get through, the less chance we're gonna run into a patrol. Just give me like 10 minutes.
Besides, you can make yourself look like one of them, right?
Yeah, okay, fine. I tell Petra, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, basically, and we're eager to get out of here.
Is there something you can do, like an illusion or something, to mask the sounds?
Yeah, there is. That's good.
Mike
That's
can move out the way and just give you a wide berth, almost kind of retreating into the tunnel about 10-15 feet away, just in case.
I've been in this stupid tunnel for like 3 days now. Let's just go.
Can I use a minor illusion to actually create like a sound? So like like sound echoes, right? Can I use a minor illusion to just wrap that echo and push it back towards him so that it's like not leaving?
No, I'd say you can try and mask it with another sound, but the sound would still carry from his pickaxe, so to speak. So
damn it. Yeah, I don't know.
You can't change the sound almost, but
what that worm sound like? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I can make that. Yeah, I'll remember the worm sound, and I'll try to make the sound of the worm digging.
Okay, like burrowing, essentially.
Yeah, burrowing.
Yeah. How loud does that go?
Minor illusion can go 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it localized to this area. You cast it,
and
and
then
Mike and instantly start panicking for a second, like worrying.
And I've explained it to them. Yeah. But then I also want to go. So where are we? Like, it's like a tunnel, right? There's 2 entrances, right?
Yeah, so there's 3 days back, the way you guys entered, which is the way you fought the original worm.
No, like I'm trying to set an alarm somewhere like within a mile of us, so that I can, if something crosses it, I have a heads up.
Yeah, you'd have to go back a mile. You've not explored further on in the tunnel. It's still a tunnel, and then there's like this gap.
Yeah, it's probably not worth it. So I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna pray that this lovely illusion holds.
Okay.
I won't be long. It's the hole's already half here. I just have to make it bigger. So
Well,
Yeah.
good thing because my minor illusion only lasts 1 minute, and I have, I
If
get
you
to
go
cantrip,
in-
so I can keep casting it. But
If you go in full hole, roll me a strength check. It's not a super high DC, but the hole's mostly there. Probably a dwarf. If you lift yourself up, you can fit through it already. It's just making it bigger for the larger humanoids.
16 total.
Yeah, you start instantly working like at the bottom where you think it'd be, and you chisel out the bottom, and then like 2 or 3 of you just push this big boulder out the way, which opens it all up for like a humanoid to easily walk through. But then you hear it on the other side. And this boulder is just clattering down the side of this like cliff face. And before you, I will load you up a quick map in Tabletop Simulator if you give me uno momento.
Nice.
I'll be right back, you guys. Sorry.
Of what you can currently see. Yeah, no worries. I'm just going to do this anyway. It's so good.
I smugly smile and brush off my pickaxe and throw it back in my backpack.
Hell yeah.
So you make gold.
Well done.
Thank you. It was fun.
I knew you had it in you. No doubt whatsoever.
Please get me the hell out of this tunnel.
Okay, so let me switch it over to here. Before you see, I'm going to mark exactly where you are. You are here, coming out of the wall, and the boulder just dropped down into this abyss as you hear it disappearing. Ahead of you, you see a vast forest of just mushrooms until you see this citadel, which is built like up off the floor, like probably like a good mile off the floor on this like raised cavern platform. You're kind of like in level with it, but to get down to it, you'll have to climb down the wall face into the mushroom forest. Then you'll assume they have some sort of like way of traversing up or getting up here. But yeah, you're on the edge of the cliff over here at the moment. So I'll move your tokens over there. But yeah, as you break through the cavern, the more light from the fungi fills the voids. There's also like these dull purple or like purple lights within the city as well. That now I can kind of give it the full illumination. But you see now, when you come out of this, you're kind of on a plateau of a cliff, and it just keeps reminding you of that situation as where you all tied the rope to yourselves, and Akis, I think, nearly fell to his death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like.
I'm noticing a theme here.
You also hear, even from this distance, like you don't see where it's coming from, but you hear a vast like amount of water, and the air immediately is just not stuffy anymore. It's like hydrated. It's almost like it's been a thunderstorm down here, like hydrated air, clean air. But you hear water, but from your position, you don't really see where it is. So yeah. What are you wanting to do?
I step sort of off to the side of the entrance and I make one of these motions for the Myconites to lead the way.
One by one, they start traversing out uneasy footing like at the moment, and just slowly like making the way out of the ledge. There is 30 of them, so are you all hanging back while they go first, or?
Yeah, I want to follow their path.
Okay.
They say they're used to this area, so not wanting to be one of the first ones through.
They're going very slow and methodic-like, and being as quiet as possible. Odd stones are catching that are loose and tumbling down into the abyss below, but they quickly fade into darkness. The sound also. Until you come.
I want to take
Sorry, go.
Well, while I'm watching them go through, I want to take a rope and like tie it around my armor to try and make it less less noisy, like less jangly.
Okay. You're just wrapping yourself up in this rope.
Yep.
Okay.
Have the drow arrived?
No, so
Not
this
yet.
is currently what you see on Tabletop Simulator. You're up here on this ledge of the cliff that's sloping down. It's almost like an indoor mountain. This citadel is across from you, directly across from you, but you have to traverse down probably about a mile of cliff face into the mushroom forest below. You also hear the sound of running water, which would be this bit, but you just don't see that yet because it's even lower than your perspective currently. But after this cliff face, at least this bit here just drops down into a black abyss. And the Myconids have just started going out, and everyone's waiting out of your troop, waiting for them to take the first lead, so to speak. And you see them now, 5 or so minutes pass before all 30 of them have kind of gone onto the ledge and are one by one shimmying across the wall. The 5 of you are just left in the tunnel.
This, right?
Yeah. So Bromir opened it up and they started traversing through. So the last Myconid is just gone out with Pitra, and there's 5 of you left in the tunnel. If you want to follow them.
Yeah, I like to go through.
Okay.
I'll follow.
I need everyone to roll athletics checks for me. And I'll roll
great.
one
Oh,
for
boy.
Karaya.
Oh, I have disadvantage at this.
Karaya rolled a natural 12, so I'm sure with her crazy acrobatics she'll be fine.
Oh.
2.
So I have +4, but I just rolled a nat 1.
I got 2.
Ooh.
I rolled a 3 -1 at disadvantage.
So
On a positive note, I rolled an 18, so I'm okay.
This is a group skill check, so Karaya succeeded. Bromir failed. Akis failed. What did you get, Rune?
18.
That's a success. So you got 2 fails and 2 successes, so it goes on Velia.
I had a 15.
You had a 16, was that?
15.
15. That's just a success. So as a group, you succeed. However, Bromir should technically count as 2 fails with a natural 1. You quickly turn around. Velia went out first, so I'd say, Rune, you're next to Bromir. And you quickly grab him as he stumbles and you start going back by the beard. And you're like, your beard is tugging. And
Grab the rope.
You grab an element of his rope that is wrapped around his body and you manage to pull yourself back up. Although the DC now is going to be much harder just due to that fail. So I would say you're pretty much roughly where Velia's token is now. The Myconids have just started making it to the first part of the plateau where the mushrooms start to begin and are just kind of on the edge of the abyss. Let me just roll another one for those. Damn, okay. You do see that one of the Myconids actually fumbles and just drops down. And he's just gone into the abyss. And there's a brief pause where all of them are just looking. There's this awkward, eerie silence. And they breathe and then just carry on moving after a while. But the rest of them make it over safe. It's kind of roughly the same time Bromir fell, so some of you were distracted and you're just like, oh my god. With that being said, though, can I get another set of athletics checks from you all just for the last stretch of the cliff?
I'm going
I'm going to pull Bromir aside, just kind of dust him off a little, and be like, all right, you got this. Do not fall down.
5.
Oh, fuck my life.
Oh, no.
It's been a pleasure.
It did not help.
I got an 18, so can I hold on to him with an
That's
18?
a success. You're at the front of the group, so I would say only Akis and... so it's you, Karaya, then Rune, Bromir, Akis. So it's a group skill check still, since you're a group, so you got 1 success and 1 failure. Technically 2 failures, because it's a nat 1. But you did have guidance, so roll the d4 anyway. Rune, what did you get?
16.
That's a success. Yeah. Just a key.
2.
5.
Oh god. Time to roll cries.
What did Cry get?
I'm rolling now.
Off the edge we go.
Yep.
I need to look up a character sheet.
Oh, that's not good when you have to say that.
That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign.
That means it's close.
I rolled a 7.
Oh no.
Oh, no. We're going
She
down.
has +6.
Wow.
13.
I'm on the edge of my seat, DM.
So you dust.
I'm dead.
You dust Bromir off. You dust Bromir off, and suddenly, as you've dusted off, he takes another footstep, and the ground beneath him just and crumbles. He instantly is still holding the rope, so you anchor yourself, but he manages to pull you down too. However, pull Akis and him down, and you're still holding on the rope older. Karaya and Velia both notice this, come back and try and grab hold of you. So two of you, both the dwarves, I would say, are currently, because you're kind of entangled together, are currently holding on for dear life to the rest of the party. I will need Velia, Karaya, and Akis. Even though you failed yours, it's more like of a roleplay thing that you're helping them get up. So I need all of you to do strength checks to see if you can hold on to them.
Sure.
Or you have
do
other
it.
options if you have any magic capabilities that might help in this situation. But if
I'm
not,
looking.
then it'd just be a strength check.
I'm gonna Misty step back up on the edge.
Okay, there you go. That you can carry someone with you, right?
Not Misty step. I don't believe. Let me double check.
Is it not?
Pretty sure Misty said
That's the higher one.
There is another version of it, but I don't think it's this one. Briefly surrounded by mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. It doesn't say anything about bringing anyone with me.
Well, you're anchored over, holding on to the two dwarves.
So if I'm holding on to him, can I bring him with me?
If you zap out, where you
If you zap out, they fall.
Oh.
You're the anchor. Velia and Cry are holding on to you. You're the anchor holding on to the two dwarves.
In that case, I knew that.
No.
I knew that. I'm not gonna miss the step.
I got a 2 on my strength
TPK,
check.
everyone.
Yeah. Let's go
2
back
on
up.
my strength check.
I thought I was thinking off the edge.
If you're not casting the spell, then it would be a strength check, yeah. Or
I got a 2 on mine.
Okay.
10.
Raya has to roll a nat 20. That's the only way this works. That's the only way this works.
I really don't want to roll this dice.
Click it on the sheet. She always clicks it on the sheet. Do it like her.
Keep us
do it on the
honest.
sheet? Yeah.
Click it on her sheet because that's what she would do.
Yeah.
You know,
D&D
embody Karaya.
I don't trust D&D Beyond. I need my weighted dice.
It's gonna roll on that one. Here we go.
You hear that? He's got weighted dice. It's true. He just admitted it.
He only brings them out when you're beating these monsters.
2. We all die.
Is that
Goodbye,
enough?
Sharky. It was nice knowing you
It's
guys.
nice knowing you.
Don't worry.
Well,
What is that? Oh, it is that you. It's just always in that one.
No,
Oh,
it's
God.
a 2 with a 0 plus to it. So what happens is you're all holding on to each other. Velia and Pariah have the option to let go if they do choose to do so. However, you're pulled over with them, Akis, and the three of you just start tipping over into this free fall down. Now, the mountain edge is an angle, it is a slide, and there is ledges below you. You are
Maybe a
currently
featherfall?
free falling.
Anybody have feather fall?
Grab a hook. It's not in my bag.
I'm going to roll a perception check for Pitra.
I don't know what I would do if I would let go or not because it would depend on Karaya because Karaya is the person I'm most attached to, so I would follow her lead here. And I don't think you can make that choice for her. So we really, I'm just saying, I don't know what she would
Text
do.
her.
You know,
Text her.
text her. Yeah, let's text her. Okay, let's text her. I'll message her. Okay.
This is important.
Hey,
I'll message her on
urgent.
WhatsApp.
While we're
Urgent. Urgent.
if
Would you let go if the rest of the party was on a rope?
I feel like she would say yeah. Well, while we're falling, I want to scream out to whatever can hear me. Give me back my fucking wings now. I'll do anything. I'll give you everything. Give me back my wings.
I've texted her. We'll see what she says.
I've
I said
messaged her
they
on
die or we
WhatsApp
all
as
die.
well. I messaged her on WhatsApp.
Oh god.
Okay.
Petra does. I want to see what her response is. We'll see. She's seen it.
Because we can't make this choice for her.
Meantime-
We can't kill her character if there's a chance that she would survive. You know, this needs to be her choice.
I honestly feel
You
like
see
she would
this?
just.
What did she say? No, we just see widescreen. What did
I
she?
thought, so, would you let go if the party was holding on to you and the party was falling? She put, lol, no. So,
Alright.
you
I think she-
Okay.
fall with them? Question mark. I just want to double check.
I think she might have understood that as if
Yeah.
she's falling.
Yeah, like
No,
she
I-
thinks that she's supporting
Or
us.
you would let go.
You need to clarify. They die or we all die. You have to clarify it that way.
I just broke it down. I put, so you would fall with them or you would let go?
I feel like she would let
They
go.
are in the motion of falling. You are the link.
You're our
You
safety.
can
hook.
let go or follow into a dark abyss.
To certain death.
Almost certainly. I wish I'd taken Featherfall now. I'm really mad at myself.
There is water somewhere around here.
Please tell me she said
What
let
did
go.
she say?
If they slip, fuck them.
Okay, so if she lets go of you guys, I'm gonna follow her lead because she's the person I'm most attached to. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming what I said earlier.
You all
Literally
fall
top of
back
my voice.
10 feet and start screaming until your body starts floating gingerly down. You've had this spell on you before from Pitra. However, you are still falling
Featherfall.
just at a slow rate down the side of the canyon. So now you can all do another athletics check of a higher DC
Aw.
mid-fall to see if you can grab onto the side of the wall.
Like shoot a bow with like a rope. I
Or
don't know,
do
dude. Good
something
luck,
else
guys.
that might save you in this situation as you are slow falling down into a canyon. I'll just double check the speed of slow fall.
That is fucking bullshit. It was a nat 20 and the other dice hit it and it rolled to a nat 1. That is bullshit.
Okay, question. How far away from the wall or the slope are we right now?
You're literally at it. You've just started sliding down. Pisha rolled really high on a perception check, so turned around and then instantly cast Feather Fall on you all.
Wait. She did that. She just did that, right?
Yeah.
I have something in my bag of holding that I forgot about. That I
Okay.
might be able to help. I just gotta look up what the spell does.
So,
Literally a nat 20 gets hit by the other dice, rolls over to a 2. Oh my
So
god.
you're still falling quite fast. You fall at 60 feet per round, so each round is about 6 seconds. So you fall in 10 feet a second. It's not enough to hurt you if you hit the fall, but you don't know what is the bottom of this, and it only lasts. She only did the quick one. She has an improved one, but she only did the one that lasts a minute because it was a quick reaction. So
What
you
is
have
the spell minute minutia that I have?
Minute meteors.
No, it's minute minutia is what I typed. I don't know what it does.
It's minutes meteors. I'm pretty sure I
Oh,
gave
damn
you
it, I'm
minutes
bad at
meteors.
typing it. Okay, never mind. That
You
one
can hit
not
us
help.
with a meteor if you want, just condemn us. Make us go faster, sod it. Put a rocket on us.
What else do I have in my bag?
so
I made my choice and I rolled a 2, so.
while I'm falling, how long would it take for me to react to pull out my the pickaxe?
It's an action to. You already had the pickaxe in your hand, I would assume. You never told me you
No,
put it away.
I had put it. I
Okay.
did. I cleaned it off and I put it in my
Yeah, I would
my
say
pack.
it's an action just to pull it out. So that's 10 feet.
All right, so yeah, let's do that.
I'd say this is an attack roll. You're trying to attack the wall. right? That's what you're trying to use it as an anchor and attack the wall. That's what
Sorry, so what? It wasn't a strength?
No, so roll it like it is an attack, like a weapon. You're trying to attack the wall, right? Essentially.
Okay. Well, I mean, I got a 9 on that roll plus 6.
Yeah, so you hit the wall, and I'd say it lodges in there. Roll me some damage. I will say on this roll, though, lower damage is better because you don't want to damage the wall. You want to anchor yourself to it.
Yeah. I didn't specify if I was holding it one or two-handed, so do you want to just make the call and I'll roll the damage accordingly?
I'm happy to let you roll it. Whatever you think Bromeo would do. Would he be holding it 2 hands or 1?
No, probably 1 anyways. It'd be chaotic.
Height is your weakness. I just need to drop you from things.
Well, you've been rolling low so far, so...
I mean, if I die, I'm coming back as a Graviturgeon mage, so... I'm going to drop everything of yours from height, just as karma.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled in D&D and Beyond, but it's super slow.
It was 11.
11 total.
11 total? Okay. Your first hit smashes into the rock and takes out a huge chunk. And the chunk breaks away over top and shatters into your eyes. However, it slows your fall as it's grinding, and there's a lip that comes out, and it just manages to hook onto it. What's your free hand doing? Was you still holding onto Rune's rope? Because you were holding onto him dangling. I need to know if you let go. Because you said you pulled it out one hand, so I'm giving you the option if you were still holding onto him.
3 or 4, I was holding on. 1 or 2, I let go. It's a 1.
Is that let go?
Let go.
Okay. Rune, what are you doing? Brommy has slowed his descent and seemed to hook himself after about 20 feet down.
Can I do like a dex throw or something to see if I can like grab on? What's our fall order at this point? Is there someone who's ahead of me?
So Akis was above you, you in the middle, and Rune below you.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it would be the other way around. Rune is above you. So Akis, Rune, and then you. So you've slowed your descent down, and Rune's about to fall past you in this specific moment as you're slowing down.
So let me see if I can grab him.
I'll let you do a dex roll. It will be a slightly higher DC since you've already done something this turn.
I want to reach out for him as I'm falling past.
Okay, it's a high DC, but I'll give you advantage because Rune's also reaching out for you, so he's trying to make that.
Okay, that was just 10, so that's not great. And that would be 12, so also not great.
What's your AC, Rune? Or your melted armor?
16. 16 with the shield equipped, so the shield's obviously not equipped right now, so 14. Yeah, so 14.
Is that with your armor being broken as well?
Yeah. Yep.
You wrapped rope around you. I will say for flavor, you grab him and become attached to him. However, the pickaxe starts to move and you're losing grip on it. But you're both dangling. And then Akis, as he's screaming, falls down beside you both.
Reach out a free hand. Can I reach out a free hand and see if anything's there?
You can roll. It's up to you if you reach out for the hand, Akis.
I was trying to grab onto a ledge and I fluffed it, so I don't think I would have seen a hand there because I was above everyone.
Yeah, but you tried to reach onto the ledge as you were falling down. So this is like it's snapshot moments of a quick action. It's 6 seconds. So I would say that was your first action. This is the second action of you trying to grab onto something now after the initial thing. So you can choose to reach out for it if you want to.
I'll try and grab his hand. And this is going to be awful because if I grab your hand and dug you down with him, we're all falling again.
It's okay, we slowed down.
I mean, in the moment, yeah, probably.
Well, you slowed down for Featherfall. The reason why you're getting these extra movements is because you have you're not free falling like your body weight, you are feather falling, which is drastically slow. It's still 10 feet a turn, but
it's a dex check or save?
Dexterity check, because you're reaching out for him. Karaya at this point whips out a rope and throws it down. So that's her action. I don't know if you want to do anything as well, Crass. If you've got anything you can do.
Shower meteors.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. Don't worry. I have a rope. I have silk rope, which is somehow relevant. I'm tempted to like. I'm thinking basically right now. Like, give me come back to me in a second.
Okay. In that moment of you thinking, Karaya hands you the rope and starts trying to climb down after them. You can choose to do what you want with that.
Okay, so I do have stakes, I believe. Do I? I'm checking. Hang on.
You brought steak? Yummy.
No.
What did you get?
I don't have a stake, but I do have a dagger. I'm gonna wrap the rope around the dagger, and I'm gonna try to put it into something more sturdy and heavier than me, so that it's a better anchor point, basically.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put my feet on either edge of the dagger thing, so that there's an extra counterweight on it too.
Okay, so you're trying to jam it in the wall and then stand on the rope to give it extra.
Yeah, stand on the dagger edges, with my feet.
Yeah.
So that it's holding it in where it's supposed to be.
What did you get, Akis?
21.
Yeah, your hands lock with runes, and with that, the pickaxe shakes. It scrapes down the wall and starts scraping down. It's not become dislodged, but it's grinding rubble away as you're kind of sliding down, and you're holding on to it. So you're all daisy chained together, but you are holding onto this pickaxe, which is slowing your descent even further on top of this weatherfall. I'm going to let you all choose now. Where do you go from here? This is the next round, effectively. What are you doing with your round? You can try and grab onto the wall. You can try and jump off from each other. You can keep a hold of each other.
I'm going to try and move the keys closer to the wall, so he's not just dangling there.
Okay, so you're just pushing him to the wall. Okay.
I'm going to scream out again. I'll offer you a hand, a sight, anything. Give me my wings. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Bromir, are you just holding onto the pickaxe?
Because we're not 30 foot down in a minute, right?
You're 20 feet, and rope has just landed at you, essentially, down the side of you. You're muted. Oh no, you were talking about it, didn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
What did you say?
If I still have an action other than moving the keys over, then
I'd say that's a bonus action just to maneuver him to the wall. It's kind of a minor action.
And I'll grab the rope and wrap it around my waist if I can. Do a quick knot.
You can't tie it because you're holding on to Bromir with one hand and Akis with the other.
Yeah.
So you're going to struggle to kind of grab it unless you let Akis go.
Let go.
It has to be Akis to grab it, or Bromir. Bromir has one free hand because he's got a pickaxe. You're kind of in the middle, unfortunately.
Okay. And I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep hold.
I'm going... So this is essentially we can do our actions, our normal actions, but there's no initiative or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I've got rock in my face. I'm falling. I've tripped. I feel like an idiot. I'm just angry, so I'm gonna rage.
Hell yeah.
And with that,
you so as we're bellowing scream throughout this abyss, kind of.
I apologize in advance for when the drow show up, but my bad. So as we're grinding down this mountain face into the abyss, I kind of roll my body, so I'm now I hit onto the rocks with my shoulder and sort of on my back, and then so I've lifted the pickaxe off.
Yeah.
And I roll back, and then with all my might, I throw the pickaxe.
Roll me another attack.
Into the wall.
Roll to
Let's
hit.
see how stupid this goes. 6, but I get advantage on strength checks. Oh no, this isn't a check. This is an attack, right?
Yeah, but you have Do you have
Plus
reckless?
6, so it's
I don't know if
12.
you have
You do it
reckless attacks.
recklessly or no?
Not yet.
Not yet. 12 still hits. You're hitting a cliff face. I would say it hits a decent-ish area. What's the damage?
Yeah, same damage again. 7 plus 4, so 11.
Okay. You do find purchase, and it holds. However, that causes a ricochet effect because you just tugged and you're like still falling. It's not super high because, you know what I mean, if you were free falling, it'd be like a hard strength check to keep a hold of Rune. However, I would say it ricochets down and Rune's got to keep a hold of everyone else. And he's like the chain in the middle. So Rune, roll me a strength check. As it's kind of, he's now anchored you guys and it's like what was a flimsy chain of you holding onto each other now just gone taut again.
I got an 8.
An 8. With that, you're locked with Bromir, but your grip, Aquise, is just slipping. It's slipping until he goes.
No. Tight. You're gonna live. The keys.
What are you doing, Aquise? Karai is just trying to climb down and it's like, shit. Velia, let me know if there's anything you want to do. Just to interject at any point, feel free.
Yeah, I don't have much I can do. I'm not strong or dexterous, so I'm scared that if I go down there, I'm just gonna die myself. And
It's precarious.
the best thing I can do is like take my longbow, I guess, and attach my own rope to it and try to shoot it down there.
Just shoot us with the rope.
Yeah.
No, like I'm trying to shoot it. I'm trying to shoot it like
Whatever holds.
I'm trying to like shoot it like into the wall where they are, so they can grab it.
Okay. Yeah, roll me.
But I secured the rope around myself as well, so that if they do it.
So you got 2
And
ropes.
I try to
Dangling and
one's under my
tight.
feet, one's under my feet, one's in my hands, and I'm trying to lean back and I ask the mushroom people to grab onto me just in case it does work.
Okay. They're like start making their way back. A bit precarious because there's obviously a little hole where Bromir and you fell through, but they're making their way back over to you.
Okay, so I'm aiming for like the wall like near them, like above them, like slightly. They can reach it, but like it doesn't hit them. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, so I would say on the map, you guys are about here now. You do see that there's a wide ledge approaching, although it's only about 5 foot.
Do I hit them, DM?
And it's still a slope. What did you hit?
It's a
What did you
6.
roll? You don't hit them. I would say roll me a d6 on top of that, just a straight d6. You don't hit.
D6.
The arrow doesn't go through their body, at least. So that's one thing.
6.
Okay, with a 6, it lands near them and finds purchase in a wall.
What? Okay,
it feels
nice.
kind of taut, but you're not too sure. It's as taut
roll
as
damage
shooting
or
an
not?
arrow into a rock. Yeah, roll damage. I need to know.
I got 2.
You got 2. Okay. You don't know how well it is. You're scared to tug on it too much. It's found purchase in the wall.
I yell at them to unsecure it from the arrow and to just grab it. Like, just grab the rope. Like, fuck
How
the arrow.
long is
grab
this
the
rope? 60 feet?
60 feet.
Okay. So you guys are hanging. You now have a free hand, Rune. Bromir, I would say to hold everything, you've probably made it 2 hands now as you've yanked it into the wall with that strength. And Rune's just holding on to you. You're probably about 20 to 30 foot down. Aquise is now about 40 foot at this point. So this is pretty much your like last attempt to grab hold of either rope. You can try and grab hold of the rope with the dagger attached, or the rope with the arrow that just got shot close to you, Aquise.
So I've been trying to bargain and nothing's happening. So I'm just going to cast Misty Step and go back 30 feet back up.
Okay. Roll me just an Arcana check. Or a Perception check, your choice.
Both are +1.
So
12.
12. You misty. Suddenly, a key just turns into mist, and you're like, "What the hell?" And it's like black vapor in this abyss, and he
He's
appears
gone.
above you. You're all looking down, and you're all sad. And Aquise, you're just above them on a ledge, holding on to it. I'd say you find purchase holding on to it, and you're just looking down at the 2 dwarves, and Karaya's right next to you, and she's like, "The fuck? You're not dead."
Well, last resort. And I'm just going to try and help him with a rope.
Okay. All right.
Am I missing any appendages?
No.
Okay, I'm going to hold on to the rope or try to.
So, Velia, you see this. However, Rune and Bromir, you're just looking down at this Akis that, for your perspective in this chaotic mess of a moment, just faded into black almost. It's like that Gandalf falling moment.
So I've just lost yet another comrade. So he's doesn't have time to reflect the moment, but he's going to grab Bromir's. He's going to tighten his grip on Bromir. I assume I'm hanging on by his leg or something.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go after one of the ropes that's near me. So there's two ropes down here now.
You can choose which one you want to grab. The one that's tied to an arrow. You see a little arrow. Doesn't look too wedged into the stone. You're going to the stagger one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Karaya's got a rope down here as well, right?
Yeah, so Karaya handed that to Velia. So there's two ropes coming down from Velia, and Karaya started descending. One with an arrow, and then one you saw glimpses of a dagger being wedged in.
I'm going to go with the one on the arrow. We'll try to trust it.
No, that one is the right choice, because that one was tied around Velia's waist. So you grab it, and Velia suddenly around your waist just goes taut, and you feel the weight of one dwarf at least. If Bromir, what are you doing? Are you just? I saw you rolled there. Is that just another attack into?
That was a perception. I was seeing if I saw a Keys fall or if I was focused on what was going on.
Fall because you're on your back, right? So it's kind of hard to look up at this angle. So you're like staring into the darkness, and you saw him go down, and you're just holding the pickaxe against the wall.
No, I rolled. So I would be on my stomach at this point.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, with that you would see him. If you were on your stomach, you would see him above you appear, especially with that roll.
Well, so my perception, I was rolling to see if I was paying attention to him falling, because that's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
So I am looking down to try and see him fall. So I saw him fall and disappear into the abyss.
I would say with that, you saw him whisper an incantation and then disappear, because you rolled a nat 20. So you saw him cast something and then disappear.
Okay, interesting. So I was going to scream out in rage, but I'll just pause, and I haven't really noticed that Rune has grabbed onto this rope at this point. I'm still just focused, but
feel a grip on your leg though, getting
He's
tighter.
Rageful. Yeah.
Rune, have you? Sorry, you grabbed the rope then? Yeah.
Yeah, the rope. I got my other hand is on you.
Okay. I'm just here holding onto the pickaxe.
Okay.
Staring into the abyss. I'm trying to process.
You're currently not falling. You're currently wedged by a pickaxe and a rope, and you've got 2 anchor points to this wall. Karaya grabs onto the rope that you've grabbed onto, Rune. Velia's being pulled to the edge and struggling, but with Karaya's assistance, she's holding it and climbing back up. She didn't really get down too far. So there's now them 2 pulling you up. And Akis, are you climbing up to help them as well?
I'm up there trying to put them up, yeah.
Yeah. So I need a strength check from Karaya, Velia, and Akis. Not super high.
Here we go again.
This is gonna go great. I'm really strong, guys.
Same.
We got this. Positive thoughts.
Nope. 0.
0?
Natural 1, -1.
1 for me. 1 for me.
Oh no!
So the good thing is you have a pickaxe there.
I haven't let go. I'm still holding on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're not falling, but you are also not ascending. They're trying to pull this rope up, and it's just not going anywhere. They are just all their might. You can see them now. You're taking in them trying to pull you up on this rope. Their faces are red. They're gassed. They're all their might, and it's just not moving with the 2 dwarves on it.
Okay, so from my perspective, Bromir is oblivious to what's going on because he's so like, what the fuck did I just see? Like, is he dead or what happened? I haven't processed anything yet. So, Rune, have you let go of me yet?
No.
Okay. So,
if he did, they'll be all falling down again.
Wow. Right.
No, I have a iron grip on your leg right now.
Okay. Is part of his weight, would it be noticeable because he's holding onto the rope as well?
Yeah, like the majority of the weight is divided between the rope and your leg. You're basically acting like an anchor point, so to speak, but they just don't have enough physical strength to pull Rune up on the rope to give him that elevation. So you're kind of in this awkward moment now where your strength is like waning on this pickaxe to hold both of you up, because if you let go of the pickaxe, you don't think that they would be able to pull you up on the rope because they're struggling just to hold you both in place.
All right. So I will one hand the pickaxe. How am I? Okay, I'm facing the
You're facing
the
it,
cliff
one
face.
hand
So
pickaxe. You got one free
I
hand.
reach in and I'm fish around looking for my grappling hook, and so I pull that out.
It's still got the chain attached to it? You had a chain attached to it.
I had the rope attached to it, I think.
You had a chain you were whipping with people at one point.
I still have a chain, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if it was attached to the grappling hook or not, because I thought you did. It's up to you.
I don't remember.
Dope.
I don't know. I don't remember, so I'm gonna 3-4 was a chain, 1-2 it's a rope. It's a rope.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull that out, and I'm gonna try and throw that up
To get another
and
anchor point.
anchor into something.
Yeah. You can roll me just roll me like an attack and add just normal attack modifiers.
17.
Yeah, with that it finds purchase on something and you tug it and it seems sturdy enough.
Okay, so I'm gonna Rune, you ready for this, buddy? Hold on. So I'm now going to try and yank out the pickaxe and do one of these.
So you're going for ice
I'm
climbing.
holding onto the rope.
Ice climbing style, hell yeah. Roll me a strength check.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god, guys! You hold onto the rope.
Yeah.
The arm is nearly numb from holding this weight for what seems like hours. And as you dislodge the pickaxe, you misjudge it and it comes free too quick. And the pickaxe just goes into abyss.
Yeah.
You're still there holding onto this grappling hook now, but the pickaxe is just long gone. And you're like, fuck. You're regaining some blood in your hand. Not falling. You don't have a pickaxe anymore.
That's not what I was going for there, Rune. Just ignore that. Pretend you didn't see that.
That's a brilliant plan. What the hell are you doing? Climb.
Rune, are you ready?
Whoops.
At least I didn't hit you with it, okay? Like,
don't throw away good tools.
Can I get another strength check from Velia, Akis, and Karaya? Sure. I'll roll it on D&D Beyond so you guys can see.
11.
Well, while we're doing that, I'm just going to scream it again. We need these people. Help me, for fuck's sake. With a 5.
I got an 11.
Karaya will roll with advantage because the Myconids are assisting. There we go. Okay. Rune, you start to feel that they've found some purchase. The Myconids have finally got there and they're helping pull you up a little bit. It's still slow going. But yeah, like you are at least ascending. And Bromir, however, you're still not at this point because he's holding onto the rope. So you see like rooms coming up to your level, like, and he's just he's basically like with his free hand that was holding onto the leg, climbing up your back, almost as you're holding onto this grappling hook.
So I'm gonna grab the rope now with both hands.
Yeah.
Since I don't have a pickaxe.
So you can just roll me a normal athletics or a strength check just to climb the rope now. It's up to you.
Strength, yeah. So that is 18 total.
Yeah, with that and without the extra weight, you start climbing up, and one by one, both Rune and you are pulled up back to the ledge that you originally fell from 30 feet ago. The spell Featherfall fades, and you're just gasped for breath. All of you are tired, and suddenly you hear kind of a commotion about 40 feet away from you.
Yep, that's it for me. I'm gonna take 5.
We've got friends.
I lay down on my back and just breathe.
I'm gonna go ahead and just, before I turn around, disguise myself, like, to the best of my ability.
Okay.
Cast disguise self, just in case, like, it's as my reaction. Like, as I hear them, I hopefully they can't see me yet, and I disguise myself first.
You guys are a little bit round the corner, but the couples are 40 feet away from the other side of the Martikainen group, the ones that couldn't get to you to help due to space, the ones that first went out and traversed out there. You see there is some sort of kerfuffle going on, or confusion. You're not too sure. You can't really make out.
I follow her step and do the same thing. I disguise myself the best I can to what I think a male drow would look like.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? Cryer just goes into stealth mode. Cryer disappears.
Have I realized that Akiz is safe?
You can see him. You're like on the same level as him now. So yeah, as soon as you pulled him, he's there.
Huge wave of relief comes across Rune's face.
Small bag of tricks. Last resort. Was trying to coax the other thing to help. Maybe bargain some more. Didn't work out. So.
Are we safe?
No.
For now?
So, sorry, what ledge are we on? We're back up on with everyone else?
So you can see the gap that you came out of is probably about 15, 20 feet away from you. And you're about another 40 feet away from the plateau where the mushroom forest starts to begin as it slopes down and seems to go into.
And that's where the commotion is?
And that's where the commotion is. So you're kind of still on the mountain edge, just found a little bit that sticks out. You're all like kind of still single file, just like taking a breath.
So as I pull myself up over the edge, I see Rune lying on his back. And there's just this like eruption of dust as I like beard first up over the ledge and pull myself up. And I unhook my grappling hook and Would I've noticed this sound or heard this at this point?
You can hear some sort of commotion, yeah. You hear some voices. Give me a second. Does anyone speak? Does anyone speak Drow, essentially?
Nope.
What do you ask? I speak Deep Speech, and I speak Elvish, and I speak Common.
You do hear elements.
Languages.
Oh, it's still up, isn't it? It lasts an hour. So
yeah, it is. It lasts an hour.
You hear like, you there, halt! And you hear some like kind of commotion.
Are they talking to us?
No, they're talking to them about 40 feet away, and there's some sort of commotion, and you hear orders like that.
I want to signal to the party to be quiet without saying anything. And I point in that direction generally.
So as I've got my grappling hook I just mutter under my breath, "Ah, now what?" And I'll pull out my axe in my other hand.
Okay.
I kind of gesture you to put that away, by the way. Like, I'm just like, like, stick to the plan. Yep, there we go. Okay.
Just for a visual representative, it's basically like the Helm's Deep scene from Lord of the Rings, where Gimli and Legolas come out. Gimli and Aragorn come out the side door, and all the Uruk-hai are on the bridge. You're like round the corner almost to where this commotion's happening. And there's characteristically a hole that you guys fell through that doesn't connect you up a little bit now. So you got to try to, you want to go out there, climb over almost. So can I get stealth checks from everyone if you are trying to just lay low?
Yep.
I am on the ground. Does that mean I get advantage? I get a normal instead of a disadvantage?
Yeah, you are not moving and on the ground, not moving. So I'd say you can just roll normal without a disadvantage. Yeah.
I got 14.
At 11.
11.
Wow.
14.
I hate myself. Not one.
How are you guys rolling so many ones?
So I'm at disadvantage right now. Hold up, let me put it up. I rolled a 15 plus 5 and a 1 plus 5 for 6.
But you're also looking like a drow at the moment, so.
Yeah, there is that.
What did you get, Rune?
14.
14. You feel, with the commotion kind of ongoing, it's kind of masking your presence here being round the corner. You feel as a group, you've not been spotted or aware yet. And suddenly, Pitra is like on the edge, and Vili, you hear her talking almost like, "Stop." But the commotion still kind of on goes.
The wild kitten attacks.
Yeah, the commotion still on goes, and you see they've moved a little bit away from the edge of the cliff face now. You can't really see what's going on. You'd have to peek around the corner if anyone wanted to see what was going on.
Sure don't.
I don't know where I am in the middle of everyone, but I feel like with a 1, I probably would have peeked around the corner.
It's up to you. If you want to perceive, you can roll a perception check.
Yeah, I'm going to peek around the corner. What's the worst that could happen, right? Surely I can't roll 3 1s in a row. Surely.
Surely.
Yeah, we'll see.
Guidance.
It was close. It was very close. It was on the other side. A 9.
You just see the backs of Myconid bodies and Pitra kind of obfuscating whatever they're staring at in front of you. They're around here at the moment. I'll just do a little marker for them.
What language do the drow speak? Is it just Elvish?
I think it's Undercommon.
There's elements of Undercommon. Did you just see my cat fall off the desk?
Yes, we did see that.
Are you okay? She's alright.
Wow.
She just sat up.
Pulled a Bromir.
Literally, she rolled a nat 1. She's all good. She's just sat there chilling. So they almost have like their own language, but there is elements of Undercommon. And for the most part, Undercommon is being used right now, but there is elements that you could understand, but that go into the realm of their own language.
Okay.
But you hear elements of "get over here," scum, and just insults like that as some like organizations bubbles breaking out.
Okay. I'm trying to like mimic what they're saying in my mind. So, like, I'm trying to, the words that I'm understanding, I'm trying to also like take the language they're saying and like commit it to memory, basically.
Okay.
So that if I have to speak to them, I can use some of the words that they've mimicked back to me, like basically.
Sure. I will do something that will give you a better perspective. Hopefully. But let me know if there's anything you want to do other than hide for the current moment. I thought I imported a map into tabletop simulator, but I did not.
Oh dear.
I've got it in my folder here. I just need to.
Time to go back to the white pen and paper.
I just need to quickly upload it to Imager. Not undefined. Like.
While you're doing that, step away for a sec.
It's fine because I can't see what you're doing, but I can see your hand clicking all over your screen.
Magic. So, you guys are almost on this ledge up here. And just for NPCs, get out my DM box.
Bag of tricks.
Okay. Wrong placement. Give me a sec. Just gonna pull out some gnomes. These might not load up for everyone, but we'll see. These are just visual representations of where the Myconids are.
The gnomes! Here come the gnomes. Oh, watch out.
Oh yeah, no.
They are bigger than this. They are like humanoid size, for the most part.
There's a swarm of gnomes, run!
So you are all hiding up here. You can size yourself up to the squares. And you don't currently see anything. This is just the current layout, and this you're just hearing currently. Where we're here.
Sorry about
No worries.
No problem. You got some awesome socks. I'll let you off.
that.
So there's like, this is kind of the distance we're working with, which is about 30, 40 feet. And you hear this kerfuffle kind of happening. As you're getting down to the bottom of the kind of mushroom floor canopy here. Can I get another set of stealth checks from everyone if you're still wanting to remain hidden?
Yep.
Quality. 10.
18.
17 plus whatever bonuses.
16.
Plus 2.
Nice. As a group, you are remaining silent. You're not making a sound. Is anyone still peeking over the edge? Do you want to get a visual representation?
Yeah, I'm still peeking.
Yeah, you can roll me another perception check then.
Silent but deadly. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm gonna crawl over.
Okay, yeah, you're on the edge.
11.
So roll me a perception.
19
19?
plus 3.
Yeah, so Brommy, you now see that through the Myconid cluster, there's 4 elvish-like entities with pale faces, white hair, dark features, evil-looking levers, holding out weaponry to the Myconids.
I don't know where Karaya is because she's hidden. So I'm just like...
she's still in your vicinity. If you glance around now with that perception, you will see her.
Okay.
She's just blended into the rocks near you.
So I'll communicate that I see 4. I don't think I would say drow, but I see four enemies ahead. Do you think you can get a shot off?
Yeah. Probably if we want to go in, we can do that. But I won't be able to take down all four in one go.
Do we want to see if Keese and Velia can get in closer with their disguise?
I can get him real close right now. I can be behind.
I'm gonna stay back with you guys because a drow would not leave their slaves unattended.
At this point,
They don't know we're here, though.
Are you here?
But like, if they come near us, I wanna.
At this point, you hear the comment breaks up the conversation. You all go quiet as their shouts like, "Get in a cluster over there." And you hear, like in a hushed tone, as he's speaking to his other drow comrade, signal the others.
I feel like we're abandoning our mushroom friends, and that's who's being corralled up right now. Does anybody else feel that way?
I'm ready to go in there. I just don't. I want to make sure we've got a tactical advantage.
All right. So what I want to do.
I only see four though.
I want to take the rope and I want to hand it back to you guys very quietly, and I want you guys to like loosely make it look like they're tied around your hands, but don't actually tie it around your hands. And I'm kind of signaling this, like I'm miming it and then like handing it back.
I look like a drow, so I'm not going to do that.
Well, yeah, other than you, obviously. Hello.
You watch how as Bromir, one of them leaves the troop after they've did that, and he closes the gap between them, and he's raising his arm into the air slowly. Is anyone doing anything?
Has everybody got the rope tied around them, like loosely, in any sort of way?
If everyone
tied around me.
Yeah, at this point, Rune is just tied with rope all over him. Like, yeah.
Perfect. That's even better. At this point, I've been overhearing them enough. I hope I have enough, comprehension of what they've been saying to try to mimic this. I'm gonna indicate to the group that we're gonna go in and try to save our friends.
Okay. As you say that to the group, you see a bright purple flare shoot from this other drow over here's hand up into the sky about 40-50 feet and start drifting slowly into the distance. What are you all doing?
Well,
I'm following you. Let's go.
In we go. We walk up.
All right.
I need initiative
There's
from everyone, please.
behind me. Wait, no, we were gonna roll this out. DM, no.
Oh, well, I still need initiative. Let's just do initiatives. Okay. It's still in an RP situation at the moment. No battle music. But if it goes south, I want to have the initiative orders ready.
I got a 6.
Okay, so 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
I like that dead silence.
20 to 15.
16.
Keys 16. 15 to 10.
Oh no.
My canids are there, by the way. 10 to 5.
8.
8. So Kraya beats you, and then it's Bromir. What did you get?
6.
6.
4.
So, Elia. Okay. You start to descend, and immediately the drow clock on. You there! What are you doing?
I reply as haughtily as I can, and I say, "What are you doing?"
What do you mean, what are we doing? We're patrolling this area. This sector is ours.
And I'm gonna respond with,
what is your designation?
I'm gonna say the temple's name.
Okay. Do you remember the temple's name?
I know it's the deity of the mistress, Lilith, the queen of the spiders, but I couldn't remember how you pronounce it, and I didn't write it down, so no.
I would say Velia's quite smart. She would remember.
Unlike me.
Hey, nah, that's not fair. Let me look.
This is
it
why I
up,
don't take notes, because it's fun role playing a stupid character.
So it's Z Sharas, Citadel of the Mistress. So he says, "What is your designation?" What do you say?
I say the Miss Z Salas. Z Salas.
Sharas.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Then why are you out here on the forest?
I'm gonna gesture behind me and I'm trying to think of the things they said. Gesture behind me and said, "Over here was scum." And I gesture behind me to the people like lined
Roll
up with
me a
the rope.
deception check with advantage because you are dressed similar to them.
Okay. We got an 18 or a 6, so 18.
18. You got more scum up there?
And I respond, "I've got more scum up here."
Bring them down. We'll take
and
over.
I lead them up to them, and I'm gonna try to like bluster somehow. I'm trying to think what I can do. I got it. Okay. I'm gonna say, "Actually, I'll take over."
Roll me an intimidation check.
11?
He's not budging. This person comes back during the conversation. Bring him down here now. This is our sector. We'll take
I'm
them.
walking up, and I'm gonna say, "I'll take them. I'm a high priestess."
Okay, do you want to move your character token down just so I know where you are?
Yeah.
This is like a good 15-foot drop down that you guys are hiding at. So
I fell down a cliff again.
I'm gonna bring them up. I don't know what Karaya would do, but I'm gonna try to signal to Karaya to stay like back and hidden. She's gonna be our
Karaya is
secret.
staying back and hidden.
Yeah.
She is
so
not wanting to
I'm
put
gonna-
the rope around her hands or any of that stuff.
And I want to walk up, and while I'm walking up to them, how far away are they?
About 30 feet, but it's
Okay.
10-foot gaps as well, so probably about 40 foot total.
Once I get within 5 feet of them, so I want to get within 5 feet of them, of one of the dudes.
First, roll me an athletics check, because you have to descend the cliff.
I just did that, and I rolled a 2 and a 3 for 7.
14.
Okay. I'm slightly face first.
14 is a success. You climb down. Was the rope tied to Aki's? And no. So Aki's breaks free of the rope and just falls down and tumbles down next to you as you descend.
I'm not gonna break character. Well, he looks like a drow, actually. Yes, I am. So I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna just kind of like, in the most haughty tone I can, just be like, "Ugh, up." Like, I'm just gonna say up.
Just slump in my shoulders, just sit up, stand up.
And I look back at them, and I just kind of go like, "Acolytes," like dismissively.
Okay. They're just watching you all intently as you're descending. Rune and Brommy, are you following them with this charade of...
We're attached to a rope, right? So
is the rope actually tied, or are you
leaky.
holding it?
How like tight are our arms? Like, did you seriously tie us up?
No, I told you guys to put it around yourselves, like to make
yeah,
it,
like even if
like
we were tied. So I guess the question is, do you like you or Aki still have the rope? And
yes,
are
I'm
pulling us?
holding. Yeah, we're holding the rope. We're pulling you guys, but like it's like something you can let go of at any time. It's like you're faking it. Is the idea?
Yeah, I'm not breaking the charade yet.
Okay, cool.
You can't really descend down because you're playing with the hands tied, but it's not really a huge thing. It's kind of like a gradual slope, so you just dwarf and slide down on your booty, almost. And then this is just a little 5-foot drop. But you're free to move around currently as you were. Obviously, just remember you're still kind of tethered by a rope. So, you said you wanted to get 5 feet close to them, right? So this is just a 5-foot drop down, so you can go.
Actually,
down
within 30 feet
want.
works.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're about 40 foot away from them.
Okay. What do they say?
They've ordered you to come down, and you said the high priestess.
Yeah, I said I was a high priestess and to give them to me.
You see, this one whispers to this one who's a female.
I can read lips from any distance at this point. So what did she say?
Oh.
I'm coming in handy. Finally coming in handy.
He said to her, "What is she wearing? Is that normal? I don't know."
And I want to respond, I want to trip them out, okay? And I want to say, I'm wearing high priestess robes. The fact that you haven't seen one is just a sign of your unworthiness.
Roll me a deception check at advantage.
All right, we got 16 versus a 10, so 16.
Why is a high priest? This is the female talking now, who's taking over from him. Why is a high priestess so far out of the temple? What are you doing out here?
I'm gonna respond with, "Do you dare question Lilith's wishes?"
Roll me an intimidation check at advantage. Holy shit! Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, 11, 8, so 11.
It wasn't terribly high DC due to how you've been playing this.
Okay.
She immediately takes a back foot, and this is the first time you feel like in this conversation you've got an upper in at least.
Mm-hmm.
It still doesn't add up though. This is my sector. I understand the goddess's wishes. We will happily take the slaves. You don't need to burden yourself with this menial task.
I'm gonna respond that the goddess has chosen them for sacrifice.
Okay, I've signaled the elders. More will be coming shortly. Then we can move them to the temple, if you command.
Okay, signal the elders. Okay, how can I? I'm thinking. Okay, I've got an idea. All right, so I'm gonna do a stealthy spell.
Are you guys moving with Akis on the rope, or are you staying with me? Because Akis has kind of broke away a little bit now.
Yeah, I mean, whoever's got the rope, we would follow.
You both had the rope. Oh, did you drop it, Akis, the rope, and just leave it?
I wasn't holding the rope.
Okay. So you guys are still here then. Ophelia. Okay.
All right, so my hand is behind me with the rope, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do my best to keep that hand there, drop the rope so Akis is still holding the other end of the rope so it doesn't show, right?
Akis is not holding the rope. He's just kind of broke away. Yeah, he's only you holding the rope. Okay, all right.
In that case, I'm gonna tuck it into the belt of my robe so that it's loosely there behind me. And with my hand behind me where it looks like I'm still holding the rope, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion.
Is there a verbal component to this spell?
Nope. It is signal.
This is just somatic?
It's just savant or material. It's either somatic or material.
It's a minor illusion.
Yep, and I'm gonna make the sound of the sound of spider legs clicking really loud.
Where from? Can you just mark it on the map?
Above us, all above us, all around us is 30 feet. It can be 30 feet, so I want it to be within 30 feet above us. And
above you is huge open cavern. There's nothing above.
Yeah, so I want it to be 5 feet above us, but I want it to go in a range of 30 feet, like a dome.
Okay.
And everybody in this area, I want them to hear the sound of metallic spider legs clicking.
Okay. It goes off.
As if the goddess is signaling something.
And the Micah needs to just get worried and start looking up. You all hear
and I
this.
look at them, and I'm acting super confident, I'm just unfazed by this, and I'm her sign has been given. Whether or not you want to listen or not is up to you. You seem to have won them over, so for now, as you wish, what do you want us to do with these slaves? Corral them, put them into a circle, put ropes around them, and leave. She's coming to feast.
She's coming here?
I didn't say if it was her or not. It's just something of hers is coming to feast.
Roll me another deception check. Not at advantage.
All right, we got a 5 or a 10.
Uh-oh.
God, I'm so anxious right now.
You're so lucky. Natural one. As you
Command. I command.
We'll be nearby in case you need our assistance. And they begin to tie them up into they just wrap rope around them essentially and start that process. 1-2 more minutes pass, and they're all kind of bundled up. They start talking between themselves almost, but with their backs to you.
Oh yeah.
As they're walking away. And for the most part, they seem to just be going. If there's anything you want to do immediately, they're in the motion of just going down this path.
Immediately,
what
I'm going to do.
They're still kind of, as they're walking away, they're glancing back and looking.
Yeah, as they're glancing back, I'm going to start like making big elaborate motions as if I was like creating a ritual like around them, like drawing in the sand, like as if I was summoning something, right?
Okay, roll me a deception check. Are you casting anything to aid this or?
Yeah, I'll cast some more minor illusion to make it look like it's, you know, like there's magical runes that I'm drawing that are glowing and stuff like that. And would it be an Arcana check instead?
Yeah, do an Arcana check.
Right.
Or a Deception, you'll choose.
With advantage?
No, just straight roll.
7.
Yeah, they seem to just keep walking off.
Okay.
What does the ritual look like?
It's a big circle around them that I'm drawing runes in the ground around them, like, and I'm trying to add like a dark, really gross eggplanty purple, like glow into it. That's kind of ominous and like looks up and down on it.
Okay.
Like as I draw them, they glow and then they fade.
They go out of sight as this is a 10-foot descent down.
And as I'm doing this, I'm like very, very silently, like not moving my lips on anything, just like to all the people I'm rounding up.
Okay. What are you whispering to them?
Yeah, we didn't hear any of that.
I'm going, trust me, it's Velia. Trust me, it's Velia. Trust me, it's Velia. But I'm like saying it so quietly and without like moving my lips.
You can't see them anymore as they've kind of descended down off this. This is like a plateau that's 10-15 feet up before you hit this level of mushroom forestness. You're still out of combat.
What I'm gonna do,
would you like to do?
In their direction, where they went, like is that within 30 feet of me, like where they like dropped off?
If you move, this is like 5, 10.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna move like over here, like I'm tying them, and right there, there's 30 right there.
No, they're like down here at this point now.
All right, I'm gonna point in that direction and cast alarm. So if they cross that line again, I have an alarm knowing that it's coming.
So you want to draw like where the alarm is?
Yeah, like I just want to it's an alarm that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. It has a 30 feet range.
Okay, so you can cast it there if you wanted.
Yep, that's exactly what I do.
Okay.
And then the next thing I'm gonna do is again cast minor illusion, but over there, and make it sound like clicks are in this direction, like the spider clicks, but like it's getting like for them it's quieter, but towards us it's louder. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna look at everybody and say, we've got like 5 minutes, we need to get the fuck out of here. But as quietly as I can. Or set an ambush. I don't care which, but we gotta go.
We should let them go, the mushroom people.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, mushroom people, can you guys run and I'll make it look like you guys got eaten or something?
They need to they're tied up currently. Are you untying them?
Well, yeah, I'm untied. Like I just sliced the rope with my dagger.
Start helping
them.
They all start to move in this direction, and just as soon as they hit these mushroom and go down here, they just blend into the distance. Apart from
okay.
Pitru turns back, and Pitru's just goes, "Thank you. We should be fine now."
I asked Petra if she has any spells or anything that can make it look like there was something eaten here, or like there was a disturbance in the area.
Not really. Not for like.
Okay,
I can make
run.
grass or something, but.
No, just run.
Make grass to cover your tracks.
Yeah, grass to cover your tracks.
Don't worry.
Run.
We as soon as we're in the forest, we should be able to hide. But there will be a lot more drow around here. You need to be careful. But thank
get out
you,
of here,
my
don't worry.
friends, and
Thank you.
good luck. And
Thank
she
you.
runs off and joins her circle down here.
Are there any trees near us, DM?
Yeah, so these are big ass mushrooms.
But are there trees?
We can use them like trees.
They count
Can we
as
use the
trees
Dryad's key
essentially.
like a tree?
Yeah, if you want to use
Do
one.
we
of these
want to use the
mushrooms,
Dryad's key right now, you guys?
Seems like a good spot.
Like
Does
to
it
just
have to
get the
leave?
fuck out of this situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
My interest is peaking.
I think
Did
we
you
wanted to get back
follow-
up.
Are you guys still up here? Do you want to just move around to see where
I
you're
know,
going? Because
yeah.
Karaya's still kind of hanging up here, like not fully wondering, just got crossbow out, peeked over
She's
the
like,
edge.
damn, I was hoping I could shoot someone in the face with this thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Dryad's key time. Y'all vote. Vote. It's
Yeah.
kind of a waste because
Do
we
you
only
say
have,
this out loud?
two? I'm pull it out and I indicated them.
Oh, Karaya's like, are we going?
I think it's time
I'm
to
like-
leave.
She
Do we-
starts
yeah,
moving.
yeah. Okay. Who knows where they want to go?
Doesn't matter. Just away. Bring us back to the surface.
Can I take us somewhere?
If you want to, that is your choice. Yeah.
Time to go home.
Okay. I hand you the key and you open it and open a portal.
Run over to this tree and I open a tree portal thing to the tree in the middle of the village.
Okay, so yeah, this is a huge mushroom. It's like
Mhm.
30 foot and it's a cluster as well, and it's beautiful. And Akis grabs the key and you think of home. Are you thinking of home or where specifically?
It's very specifically
Because there's
the
no trees in your home. Because you have to think to another living tree, essentially. That's how it works.
so there was a tree in the middle of the village.
It has to
But
be
I don't-
alive. And the last
I
time you
couldn't
saw that
remember.
tree, it was burning on fire.
Wait. Pause. Where is the next step in our quest that we were on? Does anybody know?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you, Zoe.
Out of character, there's a few options, right? So there's the war that's happening.
Mhm.
We've got were we still running something for Kaibo? Can't remember.
I think so.
I don't think we were.
No, he's not asked you to do anything specifically.
We were on the road.
We need to go to Trosden City, don't we?
Yeah.
But
So you chase the Bone Devil back to the capital of Troston, not Port Troston, the actual
Mhm.
capital, close by to there. And that's where that kind of ended up a little bit. You also have, multiple of you have been granted different crystal visions. But you've not really got I don't think any of you have a big direction or anything like that to go on in that yet. Then you've got your own personal endeavors as well.
So there's a bunch of forests that I'm very familiar with from the hag that taught me magic. So I could take us to one of those trees. That's an option from where I grew up. So that would take us over to my home, which is in Prisdom and Alistar. So I could take us to the forest outside of Alistar if we wanted to. Does
And-
anybody have anywhere else they want to take us?
I don't care. Just away.
I don't think my deal would work.
You do know that there's trees, but in Uraso, Akis, but not probably near your home, but in Uraso, in the Savannah area, in the southern region. You can't think of one particularly, but if you think of that area,
Maybe
For
one will
sure.
come to mind. It's up to you. What would you like to do, Akis?
We could go back to where our horses are tied up.
That's a
could go
good
back to
idea.
where
Aren't they
horses
tied to
are
a
tied up.
tree?
They are tied up to a tree.
Yeah, let's go to that tree.
Let's go to that tree.
okay.
Consensus? Consensus. So we plug the key in, we walk in,
I kind of
we
want
go to...
to kill the drow, but yeah.
Who?
Look,
so,
dude, I don't know, dude. Elders are scary. I'm scared.
what tree do you think of, Akis, since you have the Dryad's key in your hand?
The exact tree that we tied up the horses to.
Okay. I just wanted to ask because it's your memory here. It's up to you. As you put the tree into the mushroom, you see like this white ascension glow, and it just fits in like butter, like a knife into butter, and it remains there, just glowing and ready for you to twist and unlock. And as you do so, the key just evaporates into like a mist / dust, and the mushroom just grows widthways outwards, like masses pushing it out from the inside, and this just giant white glow portal just kind of opens up, and you all look at each other.
Step through.
Run.
Step through.
And you all run through.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Too late. Akis is gone.
How long? Yeah, it's fine. How long is this open for?
Are you gonna run up,
Do you
beat
want
up
to
a
risk
drow
it?
and
Get
then
in
run?
there.
I'm curious. Like, how long is the door?
If it needs to be alive and large enough, the key is consumed upon use.
It's like 10 seconds or
It's
something.
literally like 10 seconds, yeah.
I'm gone.
Really, is there enough time? Okay, well, fuck it.
What were you gonna ask? Wait, what were you gonna ask? I want to know.
I was just gonna ask if you could set a trap, like for
I don't
when
have
the
any
elves
traps.
come back. Yeah,
I have no
okay.
traps.
So
I
You want
I'll
to
just step through.
drow real quick?
You all step
Alright.
through. One by one. You step through the tree. And that's where we'll take a break. Interesting. Hell yeah.
Oh, we almost died so many
Yeah, it
times.
definitely almost died so many times. Oh
Almost
my
died
god.
to elevation. Yeah, interesting stuff, guys. So, tune back in, 5 minutes chat. I'll be lurking around in chat. Anyone have any questions? But yeah, we'll be back in 5 minutes, and we'll see you then. Don't go anywhere. Grab some snacks. Let's go. Hello.
Hello.
Are we back? Are we juiced?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna grab some crab sticks.
Crab sticks?
Crab sticks, would you?
Crab meta.
But
Always crab.
Oh.
all right.
So,
Snacks.
everyone's still grabbing a few snacks. We'll just wait till everyone's back before we jump back into the next leg of our journey. Roll to the seduce the monster, says Juice. Literally, Cross basically did. That was awesome.
It was very Dommy Mommy style, you know? It was like
Hell yeah.
a Dommy Mommy
that's-
seduction.
I think that was when we were falling down the cliff.
Can't believe gravity has nearly wiped the party out. Like the only thing
Dude, yeah, that's our fatal flaw right there. This is not the first time this has happened either.
No, it was literally when you were going to the Abyss Canyon for the first crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Is that number 2 or number 3 where we almost killed ourselves?
What episode?
I am
2? I don't know.
I think it was episode 3 or 4. Maybe no, a bit later on actually. Maybe like 5, 6.
I'm still of the opinion that gravity is a transdimensional enemy.
So, Akis, since you used the key, can you roll me a D100, please?
Oh boy, this is gonna go great. Just a straight D100.
Mm-hmm.
31.
31. You roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
My favorite.
Oh yeah.
Apparently I'm good at these. To see how good I am. Not good. 7.
What is the likelihood, being truthful from DM to you, that your mind was completely focused on the tree?
100%.
Okay.
Not the tree with a horse tree. The burning tree.
The burning tree.
It would have been focused on the burning tree, but knowing we should have gone to where the horses were.
Okay. You all emerge through one by one to where you believe you left the horses, on the edge of the crater, in the aftermath of the sunken earth, just before you all descended into the Underdark with Pitra. You think so because there's no horses there, just some ropes that were tied to the tree that seemed to have been cut by a blade.
The troll or the giant was over here. Do you guys remember that? I
Yeah,
just remember that. Fuck.
I remember.
Although the breath of fresh air, it is currently early morning. The sun beating down on you in late spring. The warmth is all refreshing to you. So, group of mountain destroyers, whatever you're calling yourselves, what's in store next?
Well, I'm exhausted. So
Yeah, I could use a long rest.
Sleep is next.
Would you like for me to load up the map, or?
I think we'll just let's go in to the forest a little more so we have some more coverage and set up camp and call it a night.
It's a stumpy
Day.
but it doesn't come along and grind our bones.
Isn't this area a swamp?
No,
Like go through a
it
swamp
was
to get to here?
raining on the way here, and you went through a muddy part, like a swampy, muddy part, a day's journey away from here, which was what gobbled up one of your horses on the way here. But this area is probably about half a mile into the distance, you start seeing the ruptured earth as big shards and mounds of earth the size of buildings are just like angled upwards, and you climbed over that into what was kind of a sinkhole area. But right now where you are, it seems like a normal little forest, not a huge size. You could probably walk around this entire circlet of trees in an hour or so from side to side. It's just not too far away from the main road, maybe half a day's ride by horseback to the main road. It's just a little wood.
Oh, I'm exhausted. Let's set up camp.
Okay. You head a little bit deep into the woods, set up camp. Birds are still chirping. Is everyone just bunkering down to sleep through the day, or?
No. You know what this calls for, Arun? Where's your jug?
I'm passed out already. We have been up for like 30 hours at this point.
All right.
My jug is on me if you wish to take it.
No, I'll respect your belongings.
But I am very much unconscious.
So you don't respond. So.
Yep.
He responds with loud snoring.
Yeah, snoring. That's your response.
Yeah, I'll leave it as that. I'll pull some rations out of my bag and eat, and then pass out.
I'm gonna just stay up for another hour or two, then try and sleep.
Okay, Velia?
Yeah, I only need to sleep 4 hours, so I'll take first watch.
The two dwarves
And
hunker
second
down
watch.
after a tidy meal, leaving Velia, Akis, and Koraya up. Koraya's just sharpening one of her daggers in the corner.
Velia's meditating, but like with eyes open and aware.
Just Gandalf style, holding.
Yup.
I'm down.
Facts. Did you watch Lord of the Rings recently? You've been referencing it a lot today.
Just a fan. Rewatched them all like half a year ago.
Recently enough. Okay.
Sorry, I need to dial the Lord of the Rings quotes back. I'm sorry.
I love it. I'm loving it.
No, I dig it.
Although I am ready for the Amazon show. Hopefully that's good. Anyway.
Mhm.
Akis, just before sleep finds you, you hear, you survived. And the voices start to get a little bit more of a humanoid element to them as they're warming up to you, so to speak. You survived. You want wings. Wings, he cried, as falling into the darkness.
We need them as much as you need me. I'm not questioning. I know you've got some alternative plot planned. I'm not stupid.
You just hear it fades away on a slight breeze that comes through camp.
What is it that you want? A trade is a trade.
There's no response.
I'm beginning to hate you.
There's no response. Do you say this out loud?
That was to you, Apollos.
Yeah, I know.
I said it out loud to whoever's near me listening.
So yeah, Vila, you could probably hear this. Cry or
We're just gonna give him a side eye, like a really big side eye.
Not you. The thing.
And I nod as if I totally understand everything that you just said. I don't understand anything you just said, but I nod.
It still kind of freaks you out, Velia, in the last session where Koraya was having her vision. His arm just unnaturally twisting.
Oh yeah,
and
that
bending
freaks
in
me out.
multiple
Yeah.
ways.
Grease has kind of freaked me out since the get-go. Let's be real.
Not by choice.
Not by choice. Just Vila is wary.
Everyone's got a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually sleep finds you. You can all take off a long rest.
Thank God.
Hell yeah, long rest! If you want to change your spells around, do anything like that, then feel free.
I am never getting rid of Misty Step.
As a wizard, can I do that? Can I change my spells or not?
No. So yours are more like written down. Although,
That's just
if you have,
druids and
yeah,
You prepare your spells.
yeah. So
Whatever's in your spellbook.
Yeah, so it's classes that like prepare the spells for the day, but yours are in the spell book. Yours are just there to go. That's the
right,
benefit of a wizard. But if you did want to start, I don't know how many scrolls you have on yourself, but you can start in your downtime writing them into your spell book, but you need ink and paper to do so, which is has a
I have
gold
ink and
cost.
paper. I do have those, but I have a 3rd level spell. Can I put that into my spell book?
There's a gold cost to it, and you need like good ink and good paper. I don't know if you ever picked any up in town, because
I picked up paper and I picked up ink and an ink pen.
Yeah. So 1 second.
Oh my god, I didn't even know I had this spell. What the hell?
But it's the minute meteor, but it's a higher level spell than I can cast. So is it worth doing it?
You can still write it into your book. I'll allow that.
But I can't cast it until I'm at this level, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Is it a 5th level Meteors?
It's a third. It's a 3rd level spell.
3rd level spell. Yeah, that sounds right. So you still do prepare the list as wizards. I'm just looking at transpiring cost. I think it's only like 10 gold or something.
It won't let me actually add it.
Higher.
It's higher, and it won't let me do it because I'm not able to cast it.
Oh,
So
yeah, there might be a limit with D&D Beyond there, but we can say that you've done it, and then just once you get
I'll
to
add
the
it into my
limit,
notes. Yeah, I'll add that in the note.
It's 50 per level? I don't remember.
Is it 50 gold per level? I'm just looking it up now.
It's either 50 or 100.
Copying a spell into book. When a wizard finds a spell at 1st level, you can add it to your spellbook. Copying the spell into your spellbook involves reproducing the basic form of spell and deciphering the unique system of notation the wizard wrote it. You must practice the spell until you understand the sounds and gestures, and transcribe it into your spellbook. For each level of spell, the process takes 2 hours, costs 50 gold. Yeah. So if it's a 3rd level spell. If it's a 3rd level spell,
is it an enchantment spell?
I believe so.
Because I have an enchantment savant, so that I can golden time I must spend to copy an enchantment spell, and my spellbook is halved.
Mel's minute meteors. It is an evocation.
So no. Okay. Got it.
So yeah, it would cost you 150 gold and take 2 hours to copy.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But you can start preparing that and learning it and studying the scroll. So you can just take out the hour cost as well.
Okay, so it's 150 gold, you said?
Also, if you want to homebrew any magic spells, this goes to like any class, especially wizards though. We can talk about that off stream if you have any ideas, and we can potentially make some spells for you as well if you want to go down that route.
Alright, I'm minusing 150 gold right now.
Or put your own twist on already existing spells as well. But yes, you all have a long rest. You wake up as the sun's setting, awkwardly. You can choose to sleep through if you want to, but your body just naturally stirs awake after 7 or 8 hours sleep. And the sun's just setting. The fire is smoldering a little bit. It's not being topped up too much. The night is yours.
Yeah, I got no idea what we should do from here. Someone let somebody else lead.
I mean,
if you guys
if we go into town, how far away are we from the city?
The city, you're like a weekish way.
Which one? The port city or?
Oh yeah, the port city is closer.
Really?
Let me load up the map. The port city is closer.
I feel like people would probably want to buy the information we have learned, you know?
So, you guys are currently around here. So you're kind of in the middle, actually. The road. The King's, it goes like that, pretty much.
I say we go to Trozen. We haven't been there yet, right?
You've been there. I don't know if you were with us for that episode, but yeah, you tracked the bone devil that attacked you to around here.
We haven't like been in the
it.
city proper, have we?
No.
No, you had a quick stop in. You went to a library there, and then you bounced out. You were trying to research.
I think we should go to that city.
It has the big library, right? So
yeah,
could sell those things.
Yeah, and I have lots of stuff I can sell. I would like to sell things.
All right.
We shall spend our vacation at the library.
So, are you going back to the road, or are you just taking more direct route to the capital? What's the plan? Are you traveling through the night, or are you just going to carry on resting until the morning?
I say we rest till the morning. We've had a long couple of days.
Yeah.
Just take a couple of days to just rest up, recover ourselves fully, then head out in the morning.
So you're taking a couple of days in this forest, just as a static camp, or are you just going to go out in the morning? I just want to know more so I can keep track of the dates.
I think it's one day and then we leave in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you spend the full day there. Who's going on watch as we get into the evening? I know Velia just spent watching the day, so...
I'll take the next watch.
All right. I think a Karaya is joining us, maybe.
Potentially.
Ooh.
Here she is.
Potentially lurking in the shadows.
Just letting us fall to our deaths.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we definitely almost all died 3 times.
Yeah, several times.
So, just to give
thanks,
you a
DM.
quick TLDR of the last 2 hours, they went through the tunnel and came to an opening that opened up into a massive canyon that had a big underground citadel in it. They ventured out into that, but gravity happened and they started falling off the cliff face, as happened before, which is where we had some of your input via text for some of the questions. And because they made a lot of shouty noises, some dark elves that reside in the city found their presence and captured the Myconids. However, through some expert deception and illusion imagery, Akis and Velia, mostly Velia doing the talking, managed to convince them to back off for a second, which gave the Myconids time to escape, and you guys to use the dimension teleportation key to go back to where your horses were tied up. However, no
Rip.
horses remained, and you set up camp here for a day. So we're just discussing who's taking watch for the night before you set out in the morning.
I can watch if everybody's been falling down cliffs.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But you've been watching us fall to our death.
Literally.
Well, technically, I requested that I don't do that, but unless you guys...
Your first response was like, yeah, no, I'm not saving them.
No, it wasn't.
No, the first was like,
you
I'll
said,
hold
LOL,
on.
no.
It was, I'll hold on. Then I was like, you have the option of falling with them or letting go. And she was like, fuck it.
No, my lol no was I wouldn't let my party fall to their death. However, if they've slipped already, I'm not like I'm not like dunking in there for no reason. I'll find a way to climb down or something. I'm just not like swan diving in.
Yeah, you started climbing down. They were already falling at that point. So, Karaya, roll me a perception check because you're taking watch while everyone else is.
Let me open D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I see it. He's turned to marble again.
Oh no.
Doesn't matter on this map.
Right.
But
Perception. Where you at? Where you at? Do. Oh my god. All right, here you go.
Just like a heads up, I have a hard stop in like 30 minutes
20.
to 1 hour, just so you guys know. I'm
Okay.
happy to leave my camera on and like let you guys keep going if that's easier, but
Yeah, we usually wrap up around 10:30. So if you can stay for an hour, or we'll probably play for another hour or so, that'll be good.
20, damn, 20.
20. Damn. So like an eagle in the night, you're just keeping an eye out. Nothing particularly catches your notice. There's no like rooms of bandits or anything like that. The little woods that you've set camp up in is vastly undisturbed. As the two dwarves are loudly sleeping, and everyone else is finding rest. However, you just keep thinking about when you touched the crystal, the vision you had of your life and where it's led you now, and the fire and the essence of what felt like rebirthing and things like that. And then off into the distance, you swear you see a humanoid figure staring at you, like very far away.
I shoot it.
You try and shoot it? Okay.
No.
It seems like a the right thing to do.
Although, can I?
Sure. You can, yeah. So as you pick up the cross,
would I reach?
You pull out your crossbow to I think it's a bow you have, right?
Yeah. I have both.
Yeah. Which one do you choose, the bow or the crossbow? It's actually
Whatever
deciding because crossbow has a longer reach. As you pull it out and ready the bolt, the figure is no longer there. You're like, did I see something? It's really far away. I don't think I could have hit it anyway, but was there something there? And you just go back to having your watch undisturbed. You all can tick off another long rest if you want to. Morning arrives and greets you with the morning sun. Again, it's super refreshing after being underground for so long.
The sun. Thank the Lord, the sun.
I never want to be in a deep, dark, cramped cave tunnel again.
Yeah.
It was cozy.
Unless we absolutely have to.
You guys had a bit of fun. Don't lie.
Yeah, fun falling to our death.
I don't want to talk about that part.
We need to keep you on solid ground. Seems like every time we get into a cavern, you're losing.
You're like a rock.
They're short little stubby feet, you know. They don't have a lot of balance.
I did just dig through a cavern wall.
I thought dwarves were supposed to be really great with the whole cavern situation.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
Did we
fun.
just get a clumsy one?
You guys are funny today.
Why do you think he's here and not in a cave? Obviously, he did something wrong.
I thought that might be the case.
Yeah, he did something naughty, I bet.
Okay. I see you guys didn't lose your sense of humor in the Underdark, so that's good. I say we get to town. I got some things to buy. I need a new pickaxe.
I got some things that need to be made. So, yeah, let's go to the capital.
I'd like a bed for a change.
Yep.
All right.
Well, it's a bit of a journey, so especially we don't have any horses, so
yeah, that's the slow part. Are you going via the road or across country?
Let's spice it up and go via road for once.
Let's go across country.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I'm assuming we're like super day right now, so I'm just going to press the digitation myself just to clean myself off.
Yeah, easy enough.
Are there any streams around?
Yeah, there's a few different little streams and things like that in this area.
Make ourselves look a little bit adventure presentable.
I'll go clean myself off all the soot, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, dirt and grime from the Underdark.
Literally grime and muck and dirt. You all spend a little bit in a local stream that runs through this creek, like wood creek area, just like washing up a little bit. Akis just waits and just waves his hand and he's just magically clean. you, I assume, have breakfast, and then you gather up your things, and you head into the road. Sorry, or cross country. There was mixed votes.
Cross country.
Okay. So you start heading in the direction of Troston, the capital. Can I have a survival check from whoever's helming the journey, please? Although, pretty low DC since you've been here before.
Sure. Who's been doing the survival navigating? Has that been me? I think I've been doing the animal handlings.
It's been both of you two mainly. Like, 'cause one of you was driving the cart.
Yeah. I rolled an 8, so...
You feel like you're going in the good direction, although you run into a few hedges. So it's kind of delaying you going around these farms and things like that. You don't really find a good natural path to take, which slows you down a little bit.
Find, are there?
Yes.
Roll me a d10.
Ooh.
Oh boy, here we go.
The farms that we are kind of meandering between.
We got a 5.
Are there crops? 5, okay. Are they like dead?
No, it's early springtime now, so there's no crops there, and you see a lot of farmers out sowing the seeds and planting and early shoots of vegetation. If you want to jump into one and check the early seedlings, you can.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's that purple moss that we saw before on the other farms.
Roll me an investigation check. 10. Where you're at particularly, you see an early sproutling, and you start rubbing one of the small leaves off it, and it's very waxy. It's not like any vegetable you've seen before. And as you dust your fingers away on your gloves or fingers, is a slight purple, more like a dust residue than anything right now. Did you say something? Sorry.
Do I see any farmers nearby?
Not particularly. You do see a housestead with a lit chimney, like smoke coming out of the chimney. Yeah.
We should let the farmers know that this purple moss is still around, and they may end up corrupting whatever they try to grow here. I'd hate for them to grow something, have a good bounty, and then send it off to, say, our troops and get our forces sick.
You approach the
so
farm,
loyal.
You're sick, right?
So loyal.
Well, there's a war to be fought, and there is, and they are coming. I don't want our troops to be caught off guard. So I want to start making my way towards the house.
Yeah. Is it just Rune that's going, everyone else hanging back, or you all accompanying him?
I'll go if I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm down to go.
I'm gonna grab another sample of that moss and the sproutling that it's just affected.
Okay, so do you have any vials or anything like that, or you can just wrap it in a pouch or a bit of cloth? You just dig the sproutling out of the ground.
Yeah. Do we have any vials? Does anyone have any vials?
I don't think I do.
I am checking right now. I think I had some spare. Hold up.
I'm sure someone in the capital might know a little more than we've previously investigated. I don't think we had a look at this before in the library. I'm struggling with words.
Words are hard, trust me, I feel that.
After 2 glasses of wine.
I'm jealous.
I have an empty one, but I've got 2 water, Underdark ones, so I'm just going to pour one of the Underdark Waters vials empty.
Okay.
No!
Keith hands you an empty vial, Cry. You pick up the sapling and put it in. About this time, after digging it out, it takes like a minute or so to get all the roots and things like that and put it in. You hear, "Oi!" And you look over and there's a farmer that's come out of his little homestead with his pitchfork. "What are you doing? You better not be stealing my crops!"
Is this the same
no,
farmer?
Come to talk with you.
It's just a completely different guy. Yeah.
Okay.
What? You want to talk to me? Are you stealing my crops? What are you doing? What are you doing on my land?
No. Your crops are
Margaret,
no good.
get the dogs! Get the dogs!
There's no need for that.
You don't want to do that.
There's no need for that.
He slowly walks over to you. Hi, what do you want?
Your crops that are your seedlings that are just sprouting up, they have some kind of purple residue or moss that we've seen on other farms. Causes the crops to die or be corrupted. I just want you to know.
I did hear about that last winter, but my crops look really healthy, don't you think?
Do you see the purple stuff around it?
That was my concern, and I'll show him the area where we found the purple moss, and so he can see it for himself.
Yeah, it's less of a moss. Like if you were walking past it, you wouldn't even see any purple. But when you rubbed the leaves, they're like there was like a dust, like a purple dust spore, almost like substance that came off it. And it was only in the act of you disturbing the plant that it kind of shed this dust. So as you bend down and show him that, he's like, "That is weird. They're just normal sproutlings. They shouldn't have any ichor on them." And he digs one out now, and he's like, starts inspecting it.
I tell him that I picked up one of the sproutlings because we're on the way to because we've been through this area before, and we have spoken to one of your neighbors who had this who told us about this a few months back, and we're on the way to the capital, so we were thinking of having a look at it for you guys.
All right, that's fine. If you can let me know if there's anything wrong with them.
What's your name?
Here we go.
Bob.
Cool.
And another NPC was born.
I knew this was coming.
Nice to meet you, Bob. We're the murder hobos.
My name's Leo.
Well, Leo, is that your house over there?
Yeah, it's my farmstead.
Do you mind if I mark it on the map so that if we're going through and we have any information, we'll let you know again?
Sure.
And I pull out the map.
Pull out the map and yeah. Leo's farm annotated on it. Yeah, I own 50 acres of this in the surrounding area, so I own quite a lot of the land around here.
Check your other crops.
Yeah,
Thing.
I'll set some of the stable hands on maybe to go out to the other farms today and have a look.
Probably the best they avoid breathing this in before we know anything about it. You said that you've heard about this in the area, but it's never affected your crops.
It affected a couple of my fields, but not this one. Obviously last winter when everyone was talking about it and all the farmers gathered up at the market. It affected some people's farms terribly. Some people lost their entire livelihoods and had to sell their farms. I'm just hoping whatever it is not spread down my way now. And he looks generally concerned and worried that he's potentially going to lose his yield, which is his livelihood. Well, thank you for looking into it. I appreciate that.
Apologies, we didn't mean to scare you.
I'm sorry I jumped to conclusions. Just, we have halflings and gnomes and anyone coming over really just stealing vegetables, and you know how it is. But
have they been stealing in the previous infected season?
Yeah, we always have vegetable thefts. Every farmer does all the time. You see someone on your land, you just usually get the dogs to try and chase them off. My dogs don't really hurt anyone. They just bark loudly and look a bit menacing, and usually that's enough to send people on their way. But yeah, it happens all the time. It's a normal thing. We plant more to to overcome that. But you don't usually
we'll
find
keep an eye.
people stealing saplings. It's usually when the vegetable or fruit's right there.
We'll keep an eye out for anyone in the area if we see someone's lurking around of the gnome or halfling variety. Maybe they've consumed any of this infected stuff, and we'll chat to them.
Put my hand out and just offer a 5 silver for the sample.
Yeah, sure. It's a lot of money.
It's fair.
Thank you.
Science.
I appreciate that. It takes the silver. Good day then. Safe journey. And
Safe harvesting.
Yeah, he leaves, goes
hope
back
it's
to
not
his day.
on your other fields.
What's that?
I hope it's not in your other fields.
Me too. I'll get him checked right. Well, today. You see, he walks back into the farmstead and starts telling some of the local people that you assume he employs to go out. You see a couple gathering horses ready and preparing some horses for travel. You all make your way back onto the little pathway at the side of this farm and head back to the direction of the capital. Sample in hand.
Where did we leave the last sample? We left it with some people in Port Truston, right? The military?
Still got it.
You still got it? Yeah.
It's in my bag.
Okay. Alright.
Do you want it?
No.
You sure?
But we need to... Not really. I'm not an herbalist. Definitely need to get the right person in front of it, though.
So, the rest of the day's travel is unhindered. If there's anything anyone wants to specifically do, let me know. You set up
Continue
camp
to
for
train at keys in the ways of the shield.
Yes, you can very much do so.
I need to keep training.
Yeah.
Is your, just as a out of character question for this, is your goal to become proficient in the shield of keys?
Yeah, the goal is to become proficient, so I'm not going to disadvantage at everything.
So, I'll let you guys keep track of this, but I'll say you need at least, like, there's no real rules to becoming proficient, I don't think, other than we'll flavor it up. So I'll say you need like 15 training sessions with someone who is proficient to do it.
Okay.
So make sure you're tallying them up, how many you've had, so to speak.
We can do that on the shield to keep track.
I think we've only
weaponry...
done 2 sessions so far.
I think it's 2 you've had so far.
2.
Yeah.
But it's more so how to take hits and how to deflect. A lot of it is how to deflect incoming attacks and blows, and that's like, it's more like a timing thing. If you were training how to use a different weapon or something like that, then that would be a lot longer. But a shield is quite basic, but it's all about how you deflect certain different types. And you're practicing with different weapons, you're throwing rocks at him and getting him to deflect projectiles and stuff like that over this course of time.
Just
to take some
on the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm just tracking it on the shield, just so I know.
Okay, cool.
So, over the next couple of days, time of the essence, if there's anyone wanting to do anything specifically, you guys can say you train every night for it, that's fine. Is there anyone else that wants to do anything specific on the journey to the capital?
No.
I'm going to be practicing my dragon chess. Just playing.
Okay. So we say
we learn.
You can tick off, if you practice every night, I'll let you guys decide. It's going to be a 7-day trip. So we'll just essentially skip 7 days.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do it.
You guys have traversed this area now well enough that you don't really need survival checks to navigate, so to speak. And you know what kind of imagery and alarms to keep an eye out for with rotating watches and things like that. Going forward, it's only like when you're new to an area, I'll get you to roll persistent survival checks for navigation, things like that.
You're narrow to keys. See if he's learning how to use the shield.
Sorry, I was getting rid of a ruffian. What was that, sorry?
shoot an arrow at you. See if you can dodge it, or see if you can block it.
Block it? Hold up. Ready for it. What am I doing?
Practice as part of our practicing to use a shield.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
A bunch of us will be using different weapons, and bows and crossbows will be important for that training.
Yeah, so at one point of the training session, you call Crier over to shoot a crossbow bolt at you.
Right, do you wanna like help us train? Do you wanna?
Yeah, sure.
Shoot things, tell you.
Sounds fun.
This is gonna sound really stupid, but I need you to fire a bolt at me.
Nothing stupid about that.
I mutter to myself, like, pretty stupid.
All right.
Are you gonna go hide in the woods while you do this, and get advantage on the attack, or are you just gonna shoot in point blank?
I just not point blank, but a few feet away. I shoot and 19.
Yeah, that's my AC that hits.
You try and deflect it, but the arrow goes straight through the shield almost, like you're practicing with it, and it hits into your arm, and you're like, fuck! And then Rune comes over, I assume.
Yeah.
What point of guidance are you going to give him? So he takes the arrow out, heals the wound, and shows you how to deflect an incoming bolt like that, and the timing of it.
I show him how to use it as an angle on the arrows, and if it's going to come straight on for the arrow, hold it away from your body.
That would have been useful to know like 2 seconds ago.
I just cackle to myself, and it's like, you want to go again?
No, you're evil.
Maybe I should shoot it because I have a much less high chance of hitting it.
magic's
okay, but I'm gonna get behind a tree.
No, try deflecting magic. This can be another day if you want to try and deflect magic.
Yeah. Change up the training. I like it.
Were you gonna shoot at him, Velia?
Yeah, you know what? Why not? Yeah.
Well, you're gonna find magic.
The 22 hit?
Yes, that hits.
Oh, that's a longbow. That's not magic.
Just battering him.
I thought we were shooting arrows at him. My
I mean,
bad.
you can. She shoots another arrow at you. This time just completely misses and just sticks you in the shoulder.
No, hold it like this.
But you said an angle.
Imagine if she crit you. That would be amazing.
I rolled a 19. It was very close.
Yeah. Oh no. So after
Accidentally kill a party member.
Yeah. After days of traveling, Aki's feeling bruised and battered every night from his training sessions. Even though he's getting magically healed, maybe he bruised ego and pride a little bit. You eventually make your way to the gates of the capital city of Troston, where the atmosphere seems very different from when you arrived a week ago.
Has it only been a week?
No, it's been more than that.
No, actually, it's been about 2. You only had like 4 days in the Underdark and a week journey to that crater, so it's been roughly 2. Oh no, and then a week dress. So yeah, better part of 3 weeks.
What has happened?
Care to elaborate?
Listen
Yeah,
in
you want to elaborate, DM?
Are you asking anyone?
We're asking you. What do you mean the vibe is different?
You said it's different.
It's different.
Give
It
us more
feels
details.
different. Like when you were here, there was a lot more traders coming in. The people was laughing and gesturing on the way in, and it just feels less morale, more stern, more organized, militaristic, more ready.
The war's
That's
like
pretty telling, huh?
the war was starting to build up, or rumors of it, when we left.
Mm.
You remember the town crier said when you were traveling here and chasing on the way back that there was a speech that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what, but that speech has come and gone. So maybe that changed the mood.
Should we find?
And sorry, this is as we approach the gates, I guess, to the city.
Yeah. So it's a lot more like organized, checkpointed, like guards being a lot more strict, ruthless. Like it feels just when you were here, because you weren't here that long ago, it just feels a lot different already.
Shall we find? I'll ask the party. Shall we find an inn and quiz the patrons, perhaps, and like get a general feel? What's going on?
Yeah, let's at least get a place to stay for now.
Because I don't know how about you, but I would really like a bed.
So,
Yeah, same.
I've kind of gotten used to just sleeping on the floor now.
You can sleep on the
Sleep on
floor.
Out of character question here, but
Yep.
has Akis finally grown his feathers back? Are they done being little nubs?
Yeah. I would say that most of them are grown up at this point.
Okay.
Asking the real questions here.
No longer looking like a half-plucked chicken.
Although most of you look battered, especially those that the worms melted parts of your armor and things like that.
Oh yeah.
So you look like a rough and rugged adventure group right now. Even
Good.
you wash up a little bit, but yeah. Give me a second.
Just every night now, like a ritual, just prestidigitation. Sparkling clean bird.
Can you prestidigitate some feathers?
I can prestidigitate everything. That everything's me, the armor. It's all clean. I can't bring them back, but it's clean.
It is clean. So you head to the gate, and you're in like a queue for a little bit. There's carts ahead of you, and you're waiting for your turn until you're at the front of the line, and the guards look at you. Halt! What is your business?
Tourism.
Not wrong.
Restocking of supplies. Research, potentially.
He eyes you up and down, and one of the other guards starts circling you a little bit.
Do we have the paper from downtown?
With
We do from you mean from the port guy?
Yeah. Yeah, one of those letters got burnt. One of them you should still have.
I still have the note
assassin.
from Portmaster.
Yes, yeah, you
Oliver.
did,
Yeah.
But
I'm just staying silent. I'm not pulling it out yet.
Karaya and Velia, do you have any of your racial features exposed?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Got my hood up.
Never do.
Look around.
I'm gonna raise the sleeve on my arm and expose the tattoo, and I'm gonna say we worked with someone by the name of Sigridus at the library. You're helping us on a long-term quest in the area, and so we need to get back to him and stock up on provisions.
Nice.
All right. Pass. Don't make any trouble. Ways you along to the next group.
We never do.
As long as there's no heights.
Definitely.
Did he have a title, Sigridus? Did he have a title?
No. Just scholar.
No.
Just scholar.
Okay, just a scholar. Okay.
So
We're
that makes
clearly
sense what you said
scholars.
there. About that makes sense there about as long as there's no heights. That's why we took it the mountain. It was too high. It was just terrifying. So yeah, it's good.
On theme, on brand.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wanna designate someone to move through the city, if you're all staying together, you can grab someone's token. Is there anywhere specific you want to go? Are you going to a tavern? Are you going straight to the library? I would say when you get here, it's midday.
The
What
end
would you like to
first.
do?
Yeah, let's go get a room booked and.
Yeah, on the main strip here, there's so many different inns. It's kind of your choice, although it's still bustling in here, and the atmosphere is still kind of hearty, but there's definitely a lot more military patrols coming through, and brigades, and people clearing the streets when they are, and it is a different feel, even though it is still a normal city, so to speak. Yeah, you jump into the nearest tavern. Quite full. There's still enough for a table. You all sit down, put your feet up. What's that?
I'll leave my camera. I have to drop, yeah, but I'll leave my camera.
No worries, thank you, Grass.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
And a young gnomish woman comes over and she's like, "Oh, what can I get for you?"
Food. What's your today's special?
It's still early, so we're still doing breakfast. If you want a little bit of breakfast, but if you want something else, then I can grab a pie for you, or just some meats or a spread. What would you?
We'll Trostin, please.
Pie?
A meat pie, yeah. We have a game pie that's currently on.
Ooh.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds lovely.
Locally sourced. Yeah.
We need a room too. We're gonna be here for a few days.
Ooh. How many rooms for your troop? One room per person, or just you sharing?
How big are the rooms?
2 beds to a room generally. We do have one that can hold has 4 beds in it. That's available currently, and the rate's a gold per person per night.
I think me and Velia are gonna have a double room, please.
Oh, okay. Do you want to open a tab, or do you want to pay now?
Yeah, we can open a tab. Or pay now.
Just in case something comes up, you know?
He looks you up and down a little bit. Pay now's fair. A bit rough and tumble reggae. So, 2 rooms. I can give you guys the larger room, but there'll be a bed spare if you don't mind covering that. So, it'll be 5 gold for the rooms. Actually, no. Yeah. 5 gold for the rooms. 6 gold because you're covering the other one. So, okay, everyone can mark off a gold, and Akis just mark off 2. And food or drinks? What would you like? The pies?
Sure.
Yeah.
What's in the pie?
Everything.
Meat.
She looks at you and like, meat?
Mystery meat.
Type of meat.
It's game pie. It's a lot of different kind of meat.
It's bird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll skip on the pie.
Bromir has a pretty hearty laugh at this one. That's good.
Yeah.
We do also have a mutton pie. If you don't mind sheep. Okay. So a round of pies and ales are brought out for you all. It's more of like a self-serve, so you get your pie, and then like there's just a tankard, a big tankard of ale that comes out. So you can pour on it. It's like 5 pints each. You can each mark off a gold for food and drinks. And the night is yours. If there's anything you want to discuss.
Well, it's early still, right?
Yeah, it's you jumped into the first tavern, so it's probably like 2 in the afternoon at this point. Are you just sitting down to eat?
How's your shoulder there, Keith? How's your shoulder? The arrow. You're good now?
Why did you have to bring that up? just do you want me to buy some salt from the trading stand? Just rub that in the wound too.
Well,
Listen, he told me to hold it at an angle. I held it at an angle, and she shot me in the shoulder. Like, I thought they were training, not trying to murder me.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I would have stood there and taken an arrow. I probably would have gotten out of there. So I commend your bravery.
To be fair, like, if you're going to train, you might as well do it right.
Let your friends try and kill you. Yeah, sure.
Best training is the training for real.
Yep. Also, we didn't kill you, so...
Yeah, as long as it's not deadly.
So
the arrow could be poisoned.
So I think...
Arrows?
Can you imagine a poisoned arrow? Extra incentive. That's good.
Remind me not to train with you again.
Hey, I don't poison my arrows yet. And I wouldn't use it. I'm just saying that, you know, back in my training, nobody went easy on anyone, and that's how you get good training. So you're very lucky. You're welcome.
I've never really trained for anything in my life ever. It was peaceful.
Good ways off in the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You've come out well.
how did all you get to where you are? I don't think anyone's really told each other the story, right? But you kind of know some of mine. How did you end up on that boat?
It's a long story.
We've got a long time.
I suppose we do. I have a bit of an unpleasant past, but the way I ended up on the boat was I was working with some pirates, and I had a dalliance with the fella who was running that specific boat, and he had another ship before that. Something happened, and that ship may or may have not caught fire by my hand. And that's how I ended up. And that's how I ended up in the slave hold.
I mean, I sort of know his stories.
That's the brief version of it. The kind of work that I was doing with the pirates is probably a tale for a less public place.
That's fair.
It's quite interesting. You've certainly acquired some handy skills along the way, though. So.
Oh, you have no idea.
Beginning to get an idea, just a small idea.
I'm beginning to feel it as well.
The painting is coming into focus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I've always been big into fighting. In case you guys couldn't tell, but I was actually.
I'm sure you're the most pleasant dwarf. I can see you owning a cake shop.
Yes, yeah. My mother would be proud. But the reason I was headed over here was there was supposed to be a fighting tournament that I was going in for. Obviously, we never made it that far, but yeah, it's sort of where my interests lay. Growing up, my dad always used to fight with me and train me a bit, and it was quite the experience. But I never really pursued it professionally or anything. But here we are. So who knows what'll happen? I was trying to get some extra gold along the way, and so far our party's done well to collect some gold. So it's good.
So your father trained you?
A little bit. I was also often entering local fights just to earn some extra gold along the way. But my dad wasn't in the picture for very long. He was actually killed when I was younger. So. But it's enough about me. What about you, Rick?
I guess it's my turn then. I mean, I was a vagrant for several years. I didn't really have a home to return to, or so I kind of meandered throughout the lands for a while, and then someone found me. His name was Mr. Doran. And he recruited me in under the Crimson General that I now follow. And prior to going to Uslerin, Uslerin was a place that I was told would be a place where I could find some new comrades, a place to start over. So that's kind of apparently someone drugged my food, and that's how I ended up in the show. So. Classic.
Well, I mean, we like to eat, so I'm not surprised. I would have done the same.
Yeah, but prior to that, I was at a nice carnival. Learned how to play some dragon chess, and that's where I got the shield. Had a good old time. Apparently, I just left my guard down.
Dragon chess, what is that?
I'll pull out the dragon chess set. It's a game that you play on a board with two people. And it's where you control an army and you try to destroy the opponent's army.
Do you mind if I take a look at the pieces? They're beautiful.
Sure, yeah. I'll hand him the rook piece, and it is made of pure jade. I actually bought these back in Port Truston.
Quite heavy.
Yeah. They should be, otherwise, the wind takes it.
Plus, if you play on mountains.
Exactly. Yep.
Velia pies up, but then we destroy them, right? So.
That's how you get big chunks of rock and make them into small chunks of rock, and then an expert makes them into a dragon chess set.
We're doing the world a favor.
So you could really say that we're really artisan.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we just fueled the next generation of dragon chess players by destroying a mountain.
Exactly.
Oh, we did do something good.
It's not all bad. So what are we going to call ourselves?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh god, this again.
Yeah.
Well, we tend to like heights, so...
What? Siegebreakers.
Huh.
No.
What's a siege?
That's what this place is going to face eventually.
What's a vagrant?
Think of a nomad, but without the tribe.
Huh.
Interesting.
It wasn't a good time in my life. It was better before. But it's looking up now. I'm glad that I met you guys.
We're not
these dragon chess pieces, by the way, I could be out of character if anyone knows. Do they just look like regular chess pieces, or is there something distinguishing about the look?
As far as out of character, as far as I know, it's like a regular chess set.
Yeah. To my understanding, it plays the same as chess. I hope I've understood it correctly.
Okay. I'm sure someone will correct us. So I just looked it up. Dragon chess is the same rules as chess, except the playing field has 124 squares versus the 64 that are
holy shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot more pieces too.
Big chess.
Yeah. Yep, big chessboard. Yep, and this is actually what I saw when I was inside the crystal. I saw people playing dragon chess. Yeah. I mean, it was my general and some black armored person fighting over with the crystal as the prize. So
maybe later you can teach me how to play.
Sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to.
I hand him back the rook.
Right, roll me a perception check.
All of us?
Just you.
Your boyfriend's in the crowd.
No,
he's
I killed him in the first
episode,
battle. Yeah. I not great. 9.
Oh no.
You're really enthralled in this dragon chest story.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, just to let you know, on the first watch that I had, I thought I saw a figure somewhere in the woods, really far away, and I took aim at it just in case, and it disappeared. We've not seen anything since, have we?
No.
No. Could have been one of our furry friends' people.
Seemed a little taller, but I mean, it could have. Anyway.
Weird.
Very.
Think he was Edra? Keeping tabs on us?
I don't know. I'm just hoping
puppy
it's. I just hope it's nothing to do with anything we've been looking into, or anything that we still hold in possession. Anyway.
What are some things we want to make sure we take care of while we're in town? Obviously, we've got our notes from our adventure that we could perhaps sell. I've got this tooth. I pull out the worm tooth out of my bag. So I don't know what to do with this yet.
I want to do some research on mercenary bands and.
Oddly enough, I want to check out what this moss is about. Because as Rune said, it might have adverse effects on feeding the entirety of the population if it keeps spreading.
Oh, with rumors of war,
Exactly.
it could have been planted on purpose.
That's a good point.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Is that what you would do?
That's what I would do.
Remind me not to cross you.
I mean, you did shoot an arrow at him.
You did shoot.
Yeah, he asks me though.
That's good. Reliable friend.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to go see a smith. I'm actually probably going to spend most of my time here at the smithy.
Okay.
I
Roll
need
me.
to.
You asking someone particularly? You asking Are you still in the bar? Or are you just going to go out to the street and ask where the local smithy is, or just capital city? Is plenty.
Yeah, I'll ask the barkeep what their what the best smith is here in town.
I'll be right.
No worries. We don't really have a lot of use for a smith in our tavern. The gnomish lady says.
Obviously, I mean in the city.
The closest one, and the one that springs to mind straight away, is a blacksmith by the name Got a Nice Ring to it. They're just up the high street. Basically, as leave the tavern, you're straight onto the high street. About 30 minutes, and then it's up on your left there. You should hear the hammer clanking in the daytime, at least. Just follow the hammer sounds. You should get through there. They've got quite a large establishment. She looks over. It's for your armor, clothes.
Yeah. Yep. Afraid this set has seen its use. I need a new one.
Yeah, they'll should shut you out. If you go now, you might be able to catch them before shut-in. If not, you can go in the morning. Sometimes they work through the night, depending if they're busy enough.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll check them out.
Oh, and we were out of town. We heard that there was a speech made. Also, it seems like the town's changed up a little.
That was the king's
What did we miss?
speech. It was a few weeks ago. put a lot of people on edge. A lot of the military force went to clash with the elves in Astronry. War's never a good thing.
Why are they fighting the elves? We've been on the road for a long time. Mind filling us in on the recent developments in politics?
I'm not so up to date on all the politics, but it's been brewing for a long time. I'm surprised you've not heard about it. You're not from this country, or?
No, we've just been traveling for the past few years, and it's been hard to keep on top of all the news aside from the stuff that we've been directly involved in.
If memory recalls, it started stemming about a year and a half ago. And it was just little things, you'd hear on the vine or from the town criers that, we were encroaching upon their lands, or they were encroaching upon our lands, and trade had gone south, and then, a couple of months later, trade stopped completely, and then they were entering talks, and then the last couple of months, everything just seemed to escalate.
So all this over territorial disputes and trade?
That's what it stemmed from originally, but then it was more of reputational, and there was one person, I can't remember the name now, that said they got killed in the city, who was like an emissary from them, and then we said we never did it. No one really knows what. To my understanding, you might want to speak to someone that's more well versed in this area, but to my understanding, it was just a lot of back and forth over a long time, and it's just hit boiling point, and the army left the capital not but a week ago now. There's just our normal guards that are here now, and the king's guards, but the majority of the army went up northeast.
The king is still in the city? Not leading the armies?
I don't want to speak ill of our king. Our king's not the army leading type, I don't think.
I see. Don't worry about it. Thank you for filling us in.
I hope it's correct.
A silver or something.
Thank you. Not necessary, but thank you anyway. Yeah, you might want to ask someone that might be a bit more politically informed than I am. I just work in the tavern, and she scurries off to go fetch some other people drinks that are calling her over and things like that.
Mm-hmm. And I grumble to myself, of course he's not the type to lead the army.
Keeps always know more than they let on.
I'd say at this point it's like early evening, if anyone's wanting to do anything specific.
I'm gonna run over to the smithy.
Okay, is anyone going with him, or does anyone stay in the tavern?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things can I do with smith's tools? Obviously it's not like a full-blown
it's like
setup, right? So
yeah, it's general maintenance on weaponry. There's certain type of creatures and things like that can damage your weapons and armor, such as like the tunnel worm, for instance. But it doesn't really work on magical armor or weapons like that, but it's just like tinkering and things like that. If you want to quickly fashion a piston, if you're going to go rock climbing, you could probably work that out if you had some loose metal or something like that. So it's more RP flavor oriented like that, unless you've got any ideas you want to homebrew or work into.
Is it specifically metalworking?
Yeah, I would class them more as metalworking smith tools, yeah.
I'm probably gonna go find a leather worker, some armor for lighter.
Yeah, the
stuff.
blacksmith is probably the best place for studded leather.
Okay.
If you want to go to a tannery, they might just have raw leather and stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay. Straight to the blacksmith I go then.
Okay, so you and Cryer and Rune are going to the blacksmith.
I'll go with.
Okay. What's that? Aki?
I'm just gonna stay here. Stay here.
Vila will stay with you then. So the three of you trap out to the blacksmith. Yeah, about 30 minutes down the road, you start hearing the hammer clanks of a local blacksmith. And as the dusk is finding you, since it's like early evening, you start seeing like roars of the embers hitting up into the sky close by you. Nip just off the main road, and you see that just behind one of the houses there is like a huge kind of blacksmithy. A couple of dwarves, a couple of humans kind of working the bellows there. Yeah, and you see the sign that's swinging. And it's a ring, just like a normal plain ring. It says, got a nice ring to it.
Great.
It's so cheesy.
Awesome.
No, it's great. I go in.
Yeah, it's more like open plan.
Does
There's
it
like
have
a shop bit.
Okay, there's a
So
shop
it's like,
area.
yeah, so the shop is like, it's all like open area. It looks like the renovated stables almost. And there's like a smithy forge on one side, and then on the back wall, more like a counter that's still connected to the like smithy area, but like a little fence that corners it off. And you start seeing like armor and full plates and long swords just adorning the wall and a couple of stands and stuff. And he's just quenching a longsword as you approach, and the dwarf bishop is like, "Hi, friend. What can I do for you?" Takes the oil out, swiping it down.
Do you take commissions for making armor? I have
We
some
can, potentially, depending on what you want and what you need.
I have some scales that we came upon, and I need them fashioned into a suit of medium armor.
I just smirk when he says "came upon them."
Yeah. Giggling to myself.
What kind of armor you're thinking?
These two help me.
Scale mail?
Let me see. I need to look at my thing. Well, how much is it going to cost? So I know
Depends what kind of armor you want.
Yeah, I know the breastplate is the higher tier of it. What's it going to cost me, like, gold-wise? Because I have the materials for it, but it's more of...
Honestly, it depends on the commission. If it's a breastplate, it's a lot easier, obviously, than a full plate piece, so...
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be a full plate. Just trying to find it here.
Breastplate is medium armor.
Yeah, breastplate, half plate's probably gonna be too expensive. So either breastplate or scale mail. How much would a breastplate be to commission?
1 second. You've got the materials. I can do a breastplate for you. Is it a plus? It's +1, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be a +1.
Yeah. So, this is good quality material. You won't want me to. He's looking over each scale. Where'd you get this? He like hammers into part of it, not to damage it, but to test the hardness of it. It's like, I could make some really nice armor out of this, but it'll be a little bit more time and costly. Our normal breastplates run for about 400 gold, but since this is so high quality, it takes a lot more work. For 500 gold, I could fashion you a decent breastplate. If any excess materials we can keep too, since you have quite a lot here.
I don't have quite that much on me.
What are you short?
Like 270.
Can loan you some.
Okay.
Now, if you want to, you've got enough material here for half plate.
Yeah.
For $750, I'll do you a half plate set. It won't be too much extra work.
I'm back. More gold for you. For that.
Quite a steep price. I'm
Yeah.
saying to Rune, but loudly.
Don't want to rob you or anything. This is good material. I could turn it into a cheap set for you if you'd like. It won't take me as long, and it'll be cheaper, but you'd lose some of the quality.
Nah. Quality is where it's at.
Judging by judging by what you're wearing, yeah, I'd go for some quality. Looks like you've been in a rough and tumble.
Oh yeah, you have no idea.
I don't even. He looks up and he's got like a little piece of metal, and he just pings out one of your like chain bits. And he's like, "What even happened to this?"
Lots of acid. Yeah, it was not a fun day. Yeah, I know we don't have enough to go for the half plate for now. So maybe I come back when we do. I don't want to shortchange you. I want to make sure you're paid for what your quality work. You have just a scale mail that I can have as your replacement for these?
I nudge Rune and remind him that we still have some stuff that we might sell. So we could make a loop around, see if we can sell our goodies.
Scale mail is a lot cheaper than breastplate or half plate, so if you wanted these into a scale mail, I could do that for you.
They're such good materials that.
Yeah, you don't want to be wasting the good materials on lower quality stuff. So how about we go around, see if we can sell some of the stuff that we've come across.
Why don't we do this? Give us a sec.
Sure. And he goes back.
Let's go outside for a sec.
Yeah.
So, how much gold do you have on you right now, Ruth?
230. No,
230.
Empty me out.
We've got 350. I also need an entire set though, so I could loan you some as well, but I'll have to find out how much he's charging for.
Do we know how much? Do we have any stashed away any actual gold stashed away in the bag of holding? I think it's just in there.
So.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Chris. I like your idea. Let's liquidate some of our stuff and then we can come back.
Let's see if we can sell the information that we've gathered for a nice high price back to the library. And we might have to do this tomorrow morning, but I guess the library's open.
Tomorrow.
Well, we could also see if he'd be down to start the work with a deposit.
Yeah.
We can figure out what it is we want. I'm sure... I mean, I don't want to speak on behalf of Belia and Akis, but I'm sure they'd be okay to pitch in and loan some in the meantime. Obviously, I want a new pickaxe. You've got your armor. There's some other stuff we probably need. Let's get a price, a total price. Maybe he'll give us a bit of a deal if we work out everything together. Get a deposit, and then we'll be back to pick up our stuff and provide full payment.
How are your bargaining skills?
Oh, terrible. My fighting skills are great, though.
All right. Well, my persuasion's +5. Maybe we can.
I'll let you do the talking.
Maybe we can persuade him to give us. Never mind. Maybe we can. Maybe we can persuade him to give us a lower price on a bulk order of all the stuff that we need. We need it, and we need a lot of work.
All right, let's try.
See. Well,
yeah. So library first tomorrow, and then we can worry about liquidating the rest of our stuff.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll do that after.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you approaching him again?
Take it easy.
I'll come back in and let him know that we're we're going to take care of a few errands. But I'm definitely interested in getting this material work done.
Do you want me to start on a piece? It's going to take a couple of days to work something like this, so. Luckily, we don't have a backlog of orders too much, so I can prioritize.
Well, we might need more than just this set of armor. So let me get back with you. Say tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah, no worries. See you tomorrow. Whatever you need, we've already got a lot of armor pre-ready made. So if it's no more material-based stuff, then you can probably walk away same day with something.
So, what we should figure a cost though. So, what's for me, anyways? What's the hardest metal you've got here? Well, I'm looking to have a pick made.
A pick?
Yeah.
Steel. Like, I mean, if you're not going the magical means route, which enchanting is not our forte, we're smith workers. You just go for a good old steel. It'll last you. Most cost-effective way.
How much would a full set of steel-studded leathers be?
Studded leather. Nice steel set. Sort of silver leather. 45 gold. There's a set right over there. We can measure you up and get it all sorted for you. If you need any bits altering, we can sort that.
Cool. Yeah, we might check out a couple of other requests that we might have, and maybe you can offer us some bargain.
Sure. Well, we'll see in the morning. Come back in the morning. Know what you want, and we'll sort you out. We're fair priced here. We're not in the business of raking the prices up because of war or whatever. You know, military's cleaned out a lot of what we had anyway, but we just want to make some money.
How are you guys doing with supplies and materials?
All right for now. We're just worried that some of the resources might dry up if the conflict goes on for a long time. But right now we're stocked. We're buying whatever materials we can get our hands on just to make sure that doesn't happen. But war does keep us in business, so there's that.
But it's a good time to be a smith.
It is. It's sad, but it's good. I'd rather people be killing these type of monsters, whatever this came off of.
What was it you said was for the half plate? How much was that?
The half plate
with the scales
was $650.
$650?
Yeah.
And a pick?
If you haven't, I'll throw a pick in for 5 gold. Good quality.
What if I wanted some custom work done on it, like some inscriptions or some runes carved in on it?
Sure, I could do that for free. Yeah, ruin it. Like inscriptions doesn't work too much. If you are commission me for a good piece like this, then sure I can.
And the leathers plus all alterations and stuff.
45 gold for the studded leather.
Okay. Cool.
Good to know.
Good to know. We'll see you hopefully in the morning.
No worries. See you in the morning. Just goes back to hammering. Ching, 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 ching.
Okay, so when we step outside, I'll say between the three of us, we've got enough gold as is. But I'm happy to go.
Yeah, I don't want us to completely dry out our resources in case we need anything come tomorrow or any emergency comes around. It's been a rough couple of weeks, hasn't it?
I'm getting pretty dry on rations, so at the very least, I need to stock up on that. Yeah,
can't forget the food.
Off those 7 days.
Yeah, let's go make sure that we'll have some gold remaining after we make this order.
And with that, you guys make your way back to the tavern. And Keith and Velia still just casually drinking, sat at the same table. You've only been gone 45 minutes to an hour, if that. And I think that's where we'll wrap up today. So next session, make sure you have your list ready of what you want to buy. Feel free to put it in the general chat and communicate. So I have no idea what's in the bag of holding. I don't manage player inventories. I hate that shit. That's all you guys.
Yeah.
You can work out what you want to buy, make a shopping list, and we can blast through it next session. You can have a think of
Awesome.
where you go here. But yeah, good session, lots of good role play. Can't believe you nearly died again to a cliff. Every encounter now, I'm just gonna put on a cliff for you guys.
Seriously.
Just so many natural ones. It's cursed. It's just cursed.
And you didn't even need a monster.
I know. You had the drow there. I'm like, these guys are going to be half dead before they even meet the drow. But no, Grass and Velia's persuasion checks were on point. Deception checks and the lot. She played that really well. It was good. When you're out, the war might be brewing and ongoing, and yeah. Cindy just said, might need to find some magic item of flying. Yeah. Try and find a magic carpet or something to pick you guys up on or something.
What do you think Akis was trying to do in the middle of all that?
I was trying to get a magic carpet.
Magic any sort of flying, yeah. But no,
all right, guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. Let me know if there's any scheduling issues as normal. But yeah, let me know if you can in 2 weeks. See you all in 2 weeks' time. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Why?
Thank you, chat, for watching. Everything will be available on VOD tomorrow once I sort it all out. So if you missed any of tonight's episode or want to catch up, it'll be available soon. Also, if you missed any episodes from episode 5 to 10, we do have a recap video coming out. So stay tuned for that. Show us off to your friends, retweet our tweets, do all the Twitter. I'm just going to put some links in chat to the party and the music, so make sure you go check everyone out. Go show them some love, and I'm sure our party will love to talk D&D in their own chats or on their own Twitter. So if you have any character questions, any questions about D&D that you want to talk to them or myself, feel free to add all my stuff and talk down below. But thank you so much for watching. Just going to run some outro music, and I will see you all next time for episode 14, where who knows what the group will do. Maybe they'll get involved in the war, maybe they'll go do some personal backstory stuff. We'll see. We'll see what trouble we get into. But thank you so much for watching, thanks so much for supporting, and we'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye bye.